didn't want
It's
them?
just because I've been walking around like Winnie the Pooh for the past week, and now all of a sudden I gotta wear pants.
just you just out here just t-shirt only.
That's a
Hey,
transition.
I got them
That's what I
fucking
do.
Not
incisions,
even not
man.
even t-shirt and panties, just t-shirt only.
Hey, I do that at the house. Ain't
Look.
nothing wrong with that.
all the time.
All right, so
Without kids.
You can't be leading with that.
I know we are late, but the irony to us being late is we were late because of the person that complains about us going on late.
Wah.
Damn, who is that? I don't know who she talking about.
Yeah, so we are late because of the person that always complains about when we are not spot
The
on.
fact that his hand is right there on the screen.
We are not on air.
Hey, now. You done push out a little too many times.
Oh, you hear
I
that?
heard it the first time.
I
I personally feel like the volume should have went on it, but that's just me.
right as she tells us why we late.
Well, excuse me, because y'all got all these craters in the street and people.
Look, don't get fancy like you ain't been
Look.
living here a large chunk of your life.
She told me to let her know, right? And we're not like we weren't far from each other at all. Our departure
At the
points.
time we talked,
We
I
weren't.
admitted that I forgot to tell you that I left where I said I was gonna be, and I went further out.
She detoured.
And then you text
dick.
me, and I was like, "No, I didn't. I went back to go be a responsible adult and pack my things."
See, and I told her.
So she can get
Because
some
she
dick
was like,
later.
oh, if you want me to
That is not
slide
what I'm
through,
doing
I'm like, all right,
today.
cool. And she was, let me check my palm polish. So, bitch, what you bring it up for? And then she gonna make us wait.
Whoop her
See?
ass.
I feel like because it's her birthday, she feel like she can play with us and shit.
Whoop her ass.
I'm late this one time, and y'all late every Sunday, and this is a thing.
Not every Sunday.
See, but we don't
I
complain
be
about
laid
it.
out
though.
on the couch 1 hour.
Had you
waiting
left,
for
if,
y'all to
if
go
you would just
home.
leave it alone every Sunday we late, we wouldn't be fucking with you.
Yeah.
We
But
would
the
just-
fact that
Well,
you
you
are the
hush.
stickler about us being on
Right.
time.
This is my first time. You hush over there because you had a couple weeks of inconsistency.
I had a couple of weeks where I just wasn't here because I had shit to do.
Inconsistent.
I always
Well, anyway, I want to thank you
You
guys
can-
for tuning in to the return of Hopefully. I know we got to keep returning and shit.
it's the
niggas be
return of the
skipping me.
jump off.
But at least this time it was,
Turn back.
it was a valid reason. We didn't record last week. I didn't plan on recording anyway because of the Super Bowl and people like they sports and shit.
Yes.
And
like
even
me.
if you don't like sports and you like me, you just like to show up to fucking Super Bowl parties, eat, and get the fuck drunk. I was unfortunately unable to do either one of those things because I was getting cut open, getting my appendix taken out. We're actually supposed to do the pop-up shop on Saturday, just right upstairs at Happy Days Day Bar, and I couldn't do it. Right when I was getting ready for the pop-up, I wanted to try to be there by like 3, no later than 3:30, just to start setting stuff up, and getting stuff out and making shit presentable when people came in for their little private shopping experience. And in the middle of applying my wig,
I don't mean.
I was crippled with pain, and it came out of nowhere. And it's like when you have stomach pain, it's different levels to that shit.
Right.
Like when it's pain, like damn, bro, I got to take a shit. And then it's like, oh man, it's that time of the month. Well, y'all don't know that part, but like we know that it's different degrees. Or like if you like, dang man, I'm feeling kind of queasy, I need to eat a sandwich or something. But I'm like, I knew it wasn't cramping, like because I was midway through, my cycle. I didn't have to worry about that. I'm like, I knew it wasn't, me having to go take Browns to the Super Bowl, none of that. I just someone feeling right, and it was and it was like it was right in the middle, like around my navel. And I wasn't thinking of appendix because everything I've heard about it was always like, whenever you go in for stomach pain, they're always checking the right side. But I didn't know that it does, like it can like right there in the middle, around your umbilicus, and then radiate to the right side. Now I got lucky because like I took Pepto, I popped a couple extra strength Tylenol, and I tried to power through it because I didn't want to be that person to back out at the last minute. Like I've already made this commitment to be there. I've advertised for it. People are expecting me to be there, and I gotta follow through. But I get there and I'm like, the pain is not getting any fucking better. So shout out to Patrice, like she is such a sweetheart. Like, she tried to help as much as she could. Cause it got to a point I'm like, if motherfuckers come back here to shop, they could be like, this is why I don't shop black businesses. Cause I was back there with my fucking head down on the table. Like I was not feeling good. Um, and she came in and she gave me some CBD cream to like, rub, and like some little CBD drops under my tongue. She was like, if you're not feeling better in like 20, 30 minutes, she was like, it probably just, it doesn't work for everybody. But I'm like, my pain tolerance is pretty high for like ailments and shit. If I bump my toe, I, act like I'm dying. But with absolutely no improvement whatsoever after taking meds and shit, I couldn't do it. So I had to close up shop early, and I ended up driving myself to the hospital. I hadn't been to St. Mary's in years. So shit changes. The last time that I went, I didn't really have a good experience. So I'm like, damn, man, these motherfuckers is, they kind of slacking. But after my last time going to Freighter, after I fucked my knee up in December, those motherfuckers, I'm like, bro, this is like being in St. Joe's all over again. I told y'all how long my wait was and shit. I don't even got to go through that story. So I didn't want to risk going out to Freighter knowing how long I had to wait. Because just imagine you dealing with your fucking appendix and don't know it, and you waiting all of this. I mean, the way my shit could have bust while I was in the waiting
probably
room.
wouldn't have made, based off of your symptoms, they probably would not have made you wait though.
Yeah,
They might have took you right back.
Well, yeah, because even when I got like, they took me back for my X-ray for my knee.
Yeah, and
then they just made me wait. So yeah, if they took me back for a CT and saw the results, they probably would have brought me back.
And busted, and it was like blood clots and stuff. Then they probably would have taken you back. But they was like, no, she could wait a little bit.
Yeah, but they that shit was excruciating, man. Like, any of y'all watch Harry Potter?
Yes.
Yeah, niggas hit me with the cruciations quick, like,
yeah,
crumple my shit up.
I just unlocked that on the game too. I'll be out here slapping niggas with that shit.
Yeah. But but I go in and I'm checking in and everything, and the guy, he gets up, he go give me a wheelchair. He's like, you look like you can't even stand up. And I'm like, you have no idea how hard it was driving on these raggedy ass Milwaukee streets with all these fucking speed bumps, having to deal with that shit. Kisha's wishing your stank ass a happy birthday.
Hey, girl.
Yeah, but by the time it took him to wheel me over by the TVs and shit, he was coming right back getting me, taking me back. So they got right on it. But listen, I don't think I've ever had to be hit with morphine and shit so many times.
Yeah.
And it, like, when I tell you nothing was working for that pain, like between the morphine and what's that, Dilaudid, because that's what they sent me home with. I got pills for that.
Level of high.
Yeah, but because like it doesn't last long, but it kicks in quick enough and it's good. But none of that shit was working, and I got some shit was like, yeah, shit was like, we gonna have to get you back. And they took shit. I hate how they trying to like just tell me, look, your appendix is inflamed, infected, whatever. We gonna have to go and do surgery. All right, cool. You come back. Well, we got your results, and your appendix is a little angry.
Oh.
Like, right?
You always be talking with this soft conversation.
Like, I'm not a toddler. Why
Hey, bro, yeah, like
come and be
your
like,
appendix is a little angry.
We just looked at your results and bitch, you fucked up.
Like,
right?
bitch, I ain't like fuck you, man.
That's why I don't want me to be back.
Like, how'd you get here?
Right? You talking about this a little angry now? I'm sitting here sounding like 50 Cent. Like, what you say? Fuck me for? I ain't did shit. But so yeah, I ended up, I got admitted, and they woke me up. Right, it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. They woke me up. Hey, Miss Dinkins, how you feeling? Bitch, you don't see I've been crying all motherfucking night, eyes puffy and shit. How the fuck you think I feel? But they did everything was clean. I feel weird sometimes, like, cause when they put you under, do y'all ever like if y'all have ever been under? Do you ever try to go back and think in a moment like, damn, when the fuck did I go under?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Like you
I
hear,
did too.
you
Like, I just remember
hear.
them saying, like,
Then depending on
count
what you're going under
backwards.
for, because then they'll count to 10,
Right, no,
and
they
you don't
have
know
you
if
count
you made it to
backwards.
10.
Right.
Yeah.
That happened quick.
And then they
Yeah.
wake up, okay, we're done. Bitch, you were just on 4.
Right.
The hell?
I was at 98. You sent me to count backwards from
Oh
100.
my God, that is so true.
Yeah. That's scary shit.
That was me when I got sinus surgery. I woke up and they was like, "Okay, you're all done." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Right, like what you mean we all done, bro? We just started.
And I looked down, I was like, where's my baby?
I mean, they move fast. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
and
probably
now,
why they talk to you like you're a fucking toddler. They be trying to knock your fucking
They try to
concentration
keep your
off.
conversation as simple as possible.
Well,
That's how they get you.
but
They
that's
ask your
before
question,
then.
By the time you answer, you be knocked out.
But like she was like, we're just gonna have you scooch over just a bit. You're gonna lay on this
Scooch.
this hard table here,
Hate white people.
and all I remember,
Who's gonna have you? Who's gonna have you up on the table?
Fucking vernacular is crazy, dog.
just scooch a little bit.
yeah. But all I remember, cold ass cheeks and nothing.
In the white light.
Yeah, they took your shit. They took it out standing up. Like what? What?
Like,
they didn't
were
even take
you
you off
sitting
the
up?
hard table.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I had to go from my bed, you know, they let the little railing down, and
Oh,
then
you
you got to
took
scoot
time.
over to the table that they doing it on.
That was the last thing you remember.
And I just remember, oh shit, because it was, you know,
Cold.
cheeks was a little nippy. And then I'm like, bro, I don't remember niggas reading instructions, no fucking nothing.
Right.
I don't remember niggas saying, all right, breathe a little deep.
Do they
You
sell
know,
that
come-
shit on the street? Cause
No, that's the only
man,
thing
They
they
don't
can't.
need to.
That's
I be
not
rob-
on the
I
street.
be robbing the
Bro,
shit out
do
of-
you know?
No.
That can't be street.
No.
Yeah, because when they give you that shit, like, it has to be like a specialist for that shit. And then they got to have a motherfucker standing by
Yeah,
in
there's a
case
whole.
shit go left.
You got to go to school for that shit just for the right amount. You
walk-
can't let
just walking.
That's
Tyrone.
true, though, right?
Yeah, because I was definitely, because, you know, my chart is the best and worst thing that happened to niggas.
Yeah.
It is cool because, you know, you get your shit right away, but it sucks because you get your shit right away.
Yep.
And we don't know medical terms. It's just so what do? We go to
Googling.
fucking Google.
Google
And then
it.
so I'm looking at shit and it's listening to everything. I'm like, damn, niggas gave me fentanyl and shit.
Right.
Oh, they definitely gave you a controlled amount of amount of dope.
Yeah.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't, that's what bro saying, like, damn, you know, you got that on the street. No, nigga.
Yo,
No, could
No.
you imagine?
imagine explaining that to somebody.
You roll up to the spot on 3rd and insert nigga shit here, and they be like, "Hey, dog, I need 3 bumps of that fit." Mm-mm.
I need 3 bumps of sleepy time.
Right?
That's
Because you know,
exactly what's
because
gonna
you know,
happen.
niggas ain't gonna give it the actual name. They gonna give it
Right.
some crazy shit.
You do gotta have the right amount.
Hey, y'all got some of that? You
Can't
remember
have too
me?
much, but you also can't
Yeah,
have
it's-
too little. 'Cause you
it's
can't have
literally a
person
nigga
waking
that
up.
It's a nigga that's sitting right above your head with his hand on the knob, just controlling what it is. Ooh, that's a little bit too high. Ooh, she in the blue. Let's go ahead and bring that back. Oh shit, we lost her. Get her back. That's all. That's their
But-
job. They get paid.
Hey, y'all got some checkout? That's exactly what's about to happen. You check
Hey,
right the fuck
You
out.
got some checkout. How much you weigh? How tall are you?
Right.
Last time you had some sugar. I here
What's
take
your family history?
here shake this 4
Because I
times and then hit it.
remember
Nothing.
being in like the little waiting room, like right before that. Because they kind of have you out there, and it's kind of creepy a little bit. Because it's like it's first thing in the morning.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, is motherfuckers awake yet, bro? You had your coffee? You sure you ready for this? We can wait a couple hours if you need to. But you
Like,
know,
they
he
ready.
good. He ready to go.
Yeah, that's
They
that
be-
third
they be
shift.
there at
That
like
third
4
shift
a.m.,
doctor be
like,
waiting to do
right.
some shit.
Right.
Like I've already gone ahead and beat the
That's actually the
17th
best time probably
level.
to have it. They should be bright-eyed and bushy too.
It's like I ain't had shit else to do.
I'd rather do it like
I'm
that
ready.
than be like the end of the night.
Yeah, don't give me the last.
No,
Don't give me
no,
tired,
the first
doctor.
one. Don't give me the last one.
Niggas who
You
got
wanna
a
be
B
there 5
plus
o'clock?
on anatomy be the
5
ones that be
Get me up
doing
early.
surgeries at 6 p.m.
Yeah, but I woke up and prior to even getting in the surgery room, though, I feel like they need a different color scheme because the last thing I want to see before head surgery is all white.
Oh no!
You don't want to see the white light.
All
You
white
wanna
as in the light or the people? Because
No.
that makes a
A
difference.
little bit both. but shit.
No.
Because I kind of want to see all white surgeons.
No.
I trust them for some odd reason.
No.
You know what?
Not all white lawyers.
No, I saw Most Def when he was helping that white nigga.
Mhm.
But no.
What?
That movie. No,
That
but
white nigga, wait a minute.
Mhm.
no. So
Wait a minute,
you
what
know,
movie is that?
she's wheeling me, and we're going to the area where they doing the surgeries and shit. But it's like we get to this corridor and it's milk white walls
Oh,
and
that-
bright lights,
that deep
You thought
sanitation.
you was out of there.
Yeah.
and I'm like, bro, this is not feeling too optimistic right now. This is supposed to be a minor procedure, and you motherfuckers got me feeling like,
You was gonna wake up in Heaven's call center.
Hey,
we was
Right.
talking about.
Why? Like, thank you for calling.
know,
me.
like-
My name is Mimi.
y'all need a splash of color around this
I was gonna ask
motherfucker.
you,
You were the
why is-
color.
Why is the hospital so neutral colored throughout the
You
whole
were the
thing?
color.
Well, it
It might
depends.
have
It
to
depends
be
where you
like-
are. Cause some like they had like that tent, like that cardboard, like on the walls and shit. Like, so it depends on where you are. But
The hospitals really don't got no color. That's
but
crazy.
It has to
specifically,
look bright, though. don't look too
it
much-
wasn't like that all the way throughout. That's what I'm saying. So when they got to wheeling me through to get to surgery, it's like, now why y'all wait till we get over here to make motherfuckers think they finna see the upper room and shit? Cause it is nothing but white. Like y'all, I don't even like butterflies. I would have appreciated a butterfly or something fucking drawn on the wall.
Some
It is
colors.
just pure white walls and bright ass lights on the way to go get cut open.
All right.
I
So
know
that
it's a
gave me a
reason.
little uneasy feeling.
Okay, so y'all know we love dark humor around here. What if somebody actually painted like red splashes around the doorway as you open it up, where it looks like it's just been blood thrown on the
You know
wall
what?
as
Now,
you
why
get ready to
you-
roll into the
Right.
surgery
You can
room?
roll
Like,
me
what?
right that back.
Right.
Roll me right back.
Yo,
Let me out.
nigga, no, that's it.
And that's their
Let me out.
splash of color.
Nah, roll
Nope,
me
let
right
me
back.
out.
I
Let
would-
me out.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's kind of
Thanks,
dope.
Patrice. I'm powering through it.
I
I
want AMA
accidentally
so
let
good.
my meds wear off before I came in here, so I'm hoping that they kick in.
Drugs be drugging.
Yeah, but that
They
was
sure do.
the thing, and it's like and they explain like once you out, we put a tube down your throat to help you, breathe and do all this shit, and I'm like,
Man, just take my surgery, man.
Wait, what?
Just film it, because somebody finna explain to me
I told
what
you,
the hell was 3 hours that felt like 10 minutes I was
Teresa
asleep.
is still mad that I did not record
Smooth
when
five.
she had Lily, because when the contractions was coming through, she was literally lifting off the bed like a fucking exorcism, and her mom would not let me record it for her.
Yeah, like-
that is funny.
Yeah,
Like
man.
she literally
that
was
would
on
be
shoulder
good,
and
though,
toe.
If you
Record the
live-
surgery.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't
I
that
would
like a
be
TV
curious.
show?
Now I'm
on
talking
one of
about
the
I want to
channels?
see from the before pre all the way through to explain that gap in time. Like what were you saying or doing before?
Yo, imagine if we like filmed
Patrice
it.
saying, "Hey, yeah,
Oh, what's
Come
up?
to find
What's up,
out they in there
Patrice?
with a charcuterie board and shit.
That's also the other side. You might see some-
what's
Or-
up?
you
I
might
can't
what
see
they
who it
actually
is.
really
It's,
do.
it's showing
Imagine,
us Facebook
like-
user.
Yeah, they really in there like this.
Imagine your
Like,
surgeon cutting you
chilling,
open like
like,
quoting
where?
Biggie. It was all a dream.
They
be
definitely
listening-
they definitely
Right.
rap.
Yeah,
They
do
play
it. They listen to
music.
You in there
There's a
rapping.
nurse on the
Bars
side
and shit.
with a toothpick that grab
Yeah.
food, put it in his mouth, pull his
Yeah.
mask back up. They be doing all that.
That's
Yeah.
actually the best time to play music.
I always wonder,
Never
like,
keep you
I
up.
just
when
don't
you
want niggas-
out, if doctors be taking weird ass selfies with you and shit.
I'm
Just
pretty
don't
sure
be in
they
there,
do.
Dr.
Yo, he
Strange.
back there like
Be a, your body, you laid down.
Like
They be like-
appendectomy number 1000.
Right.
Probably do.
Nurses all in.
hey, hold her liver up, hold her liver up.
Mm-mm.
That's
Dr.
what we took
Miami-
out. That's what we took
Dr.
out.
Miami does
Look
do
at the
that.
size of this
He do be taking
tumor.
Oh, he definitely do. Yeah, he
Dr.
do for
Miami
sure.
Yo, you
Look,
film it, you find out they in there
Keisha
doing
said, I
TikToks.
was-
Did they have to sign
Keisha said I was literally put under and woke up like, can y'all hurry up? And the
Oh,
doctor
I
was like,
bet
girl,
you-
you done.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what it felt like.
I do.
They in there doing TikToks and
Because
shit.
it's like,
That
it
means
feel
you might
like,
not have gave birth now, 'cause how she wake up?
because once
Right
you,
amount.
no, but that's what she was saying. Like,
Nigga that had a B
she
in the
thought
class.
Yeah.
that she was telling them to hurry up, but they were already done.
Oh, so she had one of what we talking about.
Hey, I wonder.
Right.
I wonder
And
if
and
people
that's
really
the
be
thing, because it's like
confessing
you sitting here, and
Usher confession.
when you get put under, you wake up and it don't feel like no fucking time was missed.
Right. Not a second.
Like it feel like you picking up where you left off, but you like, bro, this ain't where I was at.
Exactly.
Hey, that shit paused your life.
Yeah.
Hey, is that how coma patients be feeling when they wake up? It's like,
Low
what
key,
day
I
is
think
it? You
somebody
been down for 3
accidentally
years.
hit me in my shit though, cause my lip was swell right here. I was like, where the fuck did knock come from?
They was
You must have been talking shit.
So I think like I don't know if when they was trying to like put the tube in or pull it out, like if
Oh, they
somebody I
probably
don't know if
did.
nigga wedding ring punched me in the mouth or what, but my shit was kind of sore for like 3 days.
And then you know he was like, oops.
Either that or they was like state insurance.
Then when you wake up, they always just doing regular stuff. Well, hi there. How you doing?
Like,
They just cleaning,
Feeling
folding
a little
stuff.
groggy,
Right.
yeah.
They be standing right there.
Like, okay, what's today's date? Do you know who the president is?
Right.
Like, what?
My president is black.
Right. Well,
My
was at the
Lambo was
time when
blue.
Actually, mine was at the time. So I did
My
say
Lambo was blue.
that.
Big London, what's up?
We got London.
You
on
think
the
I
track.
remember that black doctor that was dancing and got in trouble? Mm-mm. Go,
Niggas can't, niggas
go
can't
find
dance.
us a link.
He was dancing in the surgery room.
Niggas can't dance. Dr. Strange was dancing. He was moving and grooving.
But see, nowadays everybody
Ten niggas
posts
said,
stuff and put it on
just
TikTok.
can't help
That shit
myself.
never-
Yeah, like,
That part is so random, but that's one of my favorite parts.
Dog
of the
was
movie.
cocky to the motherfucker.
Yeah, but that shit was wild because it's like you be happy when you wake up because you know some motherfuckers be having issues and shit and they don't come out of that. So it's like you be happy when you wake up, but I really just be trying to piece shit together. Like, bro, at what point did I just be like, all right, fuck it, and just check out on these niggas?
That's probably a funny experience for them too, though.
I feel like that when I fall
Yeah.
asleep randomly. Like, you know how when you lay down,
I've
you
had
prepare
many nights
yourself
like
to
that.
go to sleep.
Yep.
And then it's what? Because, like, I get high. So, like, I be sitting on the couch. And I be like, okay, when did it happen? Because, like, I was just watching TV and it was like, and then you wake up.
And you always wake up the same way, like
Right. You
Right.
wake up.
Looking around
Like, it was 11 o'clock when
Like
I went to
somebody
sleep.
made you
And
go
now
to
it's
sleep and
6:15. What happened?
I
Before it
always,
chokes you out.
when I
that
fall
like
asleep,
twice
because
a
I'm
week, at
usually
least.
watching YouTube, I
no.
just go back to the history and see how
Keisha
much
said she
shit
was
done
dancing in the
played.
surgery room. No, I did not see that.
I didn't see that.
What
He
kind of
can't
dance?
dance.
Was she twerking?
My nigga was feeling the groove.
Because if I was sleeping, you was standing over me like pussy popping, then yeah, you deserve to be fired. Because that's wild.
I do not want my surgeon.
Yeah,
pussy
'cause just
popping in my
imagine, like,
handstand.
You supposed to be putting a stitch in your ass, like
Right. And all you hear is my neck, my back in the background. Yeah, fire. Yeah,
now,
you're
was they
fired.
doing a TikTok dance or did they just break out and start moonwalking because the surgery was successful?
my
Shit, it might have been the music they was
Right.
I'm saying like that, like, hold on, let's hear the content of this. Because if you just stopped and decided to do a TikTok dance, and yeah, dog, let's go ahead and take your license. But if you just did a triple bypass surgery that you didn't think you was gonna pull off, and you did it at a record time, yeah, you
Yeah,
deserve that.
like wait,
Don't
like,
use me. Don't use me. No.
like, wait a minute, bro. This your first time? Is what they gave you?
Nah, sometimes they
just
open up.
like you. It's like having a fucking referee in a surgery room, like excessive celebration. Like
Right.
the fuck, nigga, let me get my shit off for a minute.
Flag on the play.
Is he dancing while the cadaver is still open or what?
Taunting? 15-yard penalty.
Oh, okay. She said she just tagged me, so I'm about to.
That's actually crazy because you would never know if that was the person's first time. Like you wouldn't know if you were their first surgery.
Because you're supposed to be a residential for at least almost 4 to 5
That
years.
is
You know
fucking
what?
crazy.
So
Nigga, they are back there doing the.
They do it the
Listen,
most.
bro, I'm finna send this to the group.
And it's not like sitting in. Is that like sitting in a barber chair for the first time? It's like the nigga with the chair at the beginning of the room. Like that's the nigga that just started working here.
I mean, if you,
This is not like they put your surgery room.
I don't
your
know.
operating room is at the front.
I would truly
front of
believe
the house,
that
'cause
what
you the
happens
new
on
nigga.
Grey's Anatomy is actually true because they actually have to do residential, residents, whatever.
Right,
it
but
is.
how would I know that they are? You know what I'm saying? Like
They
how would I
usually
know?
there's
They gotta
usually a
have to.
lead surgeon
we-
that's there.
Are we not
And do
asking
you
the right
meet
questions?
that person before they?
Yeah, you're
cut
supposed to
you
meet
open?
both of them. You're supposed
And
to
they're
meet.
supposed to ask.
They're
you
supposed to ask. Yeah,
I want to do people actually ask them though, like, is this your first time?
I'm gonna ask.
If I'm getting a surgery, like say with her situation, if it was their first time, like how would I feel about that? Like you never cut nobody open. Like I'm gonna be the first person.
Oh, see, the niggas I get, they
Go get
usually
me, bitch.
lead with that. I've done this, blah 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 times. Piece of cake, shouldn't have any complications.
See,
But I
and
do
them,
still,
but them be the
but
ones
I
I be
still-
worried about.
but I still have to let you know,
Yeah.
surgery always comes with a risk.
No,
These are the
anybody that
risks.
tells me it's a piece of cake, I'm worried because you a little bit too goddamn cocky right now. Treat me like your third surgery.
I don't know, Some shit I'm
Yeah,
cocky like that
third.
too.
See, your first one, you're nervous. Your second one, you're trying to learn from
It's
your
kind of like a
mistake.
nigga walking
By
in the
your
room and be
third
like,
one,
yeah,
you
can you
should
swallow
know
this?
what
I'm
you're
like,
doing
yeah,
by
piece
now.
of cake. Like, because I do this shit.
I don't know. Don't
Well,
Dr.
I mean, I
Strange
would
me.
want you to sound confident. So yeah, tell me
Confident and
whatever.
cocky is two different things. Yeah, just because you amputated that leg over there with precise ease, don't mean you about to, go ahead and do this
Right.
lipo the same way.
You said, I don't give a damn as long as you focus and I survive.
You have an ear where your navel go find.
You'll end up with one of the galls still inside your body.
I was watching a clip, and it's so funny because it popped up like after I had my surgery, Facebook Reels and shit.
Facebook.
And it was an old Richard Pryor movie. And wherever he was at, hey Nick, wherever he was at, the dude was telling him like, hey, I was just supposed to be getting this done, but they accidentally took, one of my balls or took my balls or whatever.
Oh my.
Richard Pryor was like, the fuck? He was like, yeah, man. He was like, now he was like, basically he didn't want to get released and shit. Cause he was like, the fuck I'm gonna do. So he was like, so whatever you do, like, he was like, yeah, it was a Asian cat, he just came over to the country, whatever the fuck. Which was weird to me. I'm like, damn, them niggas usually know what they doing. I'm kind of, you be doctor.
I don't know. Medicals in other countries don't be as high tech.
But so when dog came over to
Look at all the people.
No, was it?
Why you do that?
Because that one dude,
You be doctor now.
They do be doing that.
no, it's reels on Facebook. He do it all the time. Like whenever something happens, like the one
emotional damage.
Yeah. So dude came and was supposed to be robbing his house. And he made that nigga sit down and told him he had to read this book. It's like,
you make dog do work.
yeah, he was like, no, don't do it. He was like, what? I'm robbing you. He tried to rob him before. It was the same shit. But no, so he was like, well, what's wrong with dude? Because dude was in he was in a full body cast and had a feeding tube in his mouth. He was like, well, what's wrong with him? He was like, oh, well, he went on a hunger strike. So, they feed him whatever. He was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, they execute him next month. So he was like, the fuck? So basically they keeping him alive just to kill him.
Damn.
So then the doctor come over and introduce himself to Richard Pryor, and the dude with the balls, he was like, oh yeah, that's the cat that did me. And he got up and ran. And that's where the reel ended. I'm like, damn, I don't know what movie that was.
You just take somebody. Oh wow.
I look like this damn near every week. Only difference now is
Thank you, boo.
my abdominals is throbbing.
Thank you.
Somebody could definitely push me over and take everything I got.
Are we playing this video? Yeah or nay?
Yeah, so this is the video that
Oh, that looks bad.
Keisha sent.
You said it looked bad.
The quality. Is the body open?
Now booties on fleek, waistline snatch, got a banging body and a smile to match. Yeah, wow, booties on fleek, waistline snatch, got a banging body with a smile to match. Yeah, you can have whatever you like. Ooh.
Hey, they hid who the body is.
Just a
Who
rabbit.
they working with.
Deliveroo.
What the problem?
In Nicki Minaj, ever you like.
If anything, they got in trouble for that terrible ass rap.
But I wonder did the person sign? Well, they probably did.
They didn't know. They hid him.
signed like a consent form or something.
No, the
right?
person you can tell they covered it up. That's why I said look bad at
Would
first.
y'all be mad if if y'all was that person though? And y'all.
Well, the
somewhere
story
later
to
on down
go
the
with it.
line-
No, actually I would.
It says lady doctor sings and dances while performing surgery. Lawsuits filed against her. Doctor and her staff reportedly found dancing and singing in the operation. This got to be some overseas shit that wrote it. Operation Theater.
Probably.
That or it was fucking translated because somebody foreign wrote it. Let's see.
The translator fucked it up.
In a 58-second video clip, it can be seen that the lady doctor and her staff wearing surgical gloves. Yeah, this is some shit that was translated because we don't talk like this. This ain't no American lingo. Some of the lady doctors' female patients claim they suffer infection, disfigurement, and brain damage.
Oh man.
Okay, that's where the lawsuit comes from.
Mm-hmm. This ain't had nothing to do with the dancing.
Right.
It was the
Y'all like
malpractice.
fucking niggas up. Y'all ain't even real doctors.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like,
But it looked like that was plastic surgery though, because
Right,
she had
'cause
the
she w-
thing.
Her
to,
bars
to
was
do.
all about body,
Yeah.
like BBL, so
Yeah.
probably plastic surgery.
Hey, ain't no telling.
I'd be mad if
Right.
like the video leak and you was out here rapping like the
Now
worst.
this is
Lil
why I'm
Wayne song
confused
ever.
at. It says Atlanta area board certified dermatologist. What the fuck surgery did dermatologists do?
That's a scam. Unless it
Well,
give
like
you
skin
Skin-
cancer.
Speaking
Like
of
if you
skin
have skin
graft?
yeah, like if you have skin cancer.
That's so wild.
That's when they gotta take.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
that
the-
makes
That's when
sense.
they gotta take like the skin from your ass and put it on like your hands.
If you
Why
go
is
to
that- why is they taking-
Then they could call you ass hands.
You know what? What is wrong with you?
did you smoke today?
Yes, he did. Handy ass.
I'm mad that that's cracking him up.
That's why I had to ask did he smoke.
Mhm. Because he over there just on his own cloud by
Listen,
himself.
Yeah,
Just
I
gonna
am
let
so
him
glad
enjoy
that's so
himself.
funny to you.
Oh, Nick said happy birthday, Kayla.
Thank you, boo.
Now you look kind of ashy today. Says the bitch
Happy
that
birthday to your
turns
baby,
pale
too.
in the fucking winter. How dare you?
So rude.
She said you can head on out.
Why I gotta go?
I mean,
Man?
laugh by himself. Okay.
She was adding to it.
Hey, I'm just
She
trying
just
to
wanted
figure out
clarity.
what it
She just wants to figure out the joke.
Ass. Handy ass.
was.
Yeah, but other than that, and it's bad because I'm probably one of the few people that when I'm in the hospital, like I'm gonna be rushing to get home.
Mm-mm.
You don't want to come back to them damn kids.
I mean,
Uh,
We sit here every Sunday and hear the stories of how you
and if
fucking
it's
hate
comfortable
them.
in there, the food is straight. I mean,
The
Like-
food
that's-
is not straight.
That's like a break. I said that's what I said. If I don't know how
No.
the food is, that's
No, they do that on purpose. They can't give you good food or niggas who never leave the hospital.
Oh,
No,
No,
some
St. Mary's,
hospitals
I
the
was cool.
food do
Yeah.
be good. I feel like St. Mary's was one of them.
Yeah.
Better than St. Joe's.
Mhm.
I was
Hospitals
actually-
got some fire.
I've only been in
I
St.
was in West
Joe's
Dallas
the one I
Memorial.
gave birth, and I was eating good up there.
When
I don't-
gave birth
I
at
don't think
St.
I've
Joe's, their
had,
food was
like,
good there. Now that I think
Horrible
about it.
hospital food, except for when I was out. I think it was West Dallas Memorial,
Yeah, that
and I
was
had
out
to
there,
have
West Dallas
chicken
Memorial.
broth, and I was like, "How
You fuck
You
that
fuck up
up.
do
chicken
you
broth?
fuck up chicken broth?"
Like,
Like
but no seasoning.
this was
I'm
like
sure.
some
Not at all.
you know, you got your regular chicken broth and you got your low sodium chicken. Like that was no sodium. Like there was
They
no
gave you
salt.
the
and that
bouillon
shit-
cube.
Were you on a no
Not
sodium
even.
diet?
What?
That would've
No.
had some more to it
Oh.
than that.
That was when I first went in for COVID. I was there for 3 days, and then they sent me home. And I'm like, bro, I don't feel like. They was like, ride it out at home, blah blah blah. And that very next day, mom was like, no, and she called the fucking paramedics, and they came and picked me back up, and they took me to Freighter, and I fucking had pneumonia on top of the COVID,
Mm.
Get pneumonia.
because I was in there like. I told them. And I was honestly surprised that they sent me home because when they discharged me, my fever was still like 103.
Oh damn.
Oh, they had to get you
that's
up out of there.
fine.
So it's
They
like,
needed the bed and you were there too
That
long.
pretty much because
Right.
you know how it was back then.
so I'm like,
Everybody going in all at once.
so my mom, like me and my mom, our relationship has always been we get along better from a distance.
You're toxic.
Where
I
when
mean,
we
sometimes it's really like that. Though.
when we are no, like when we are in separate households, I can see her every day. Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can go home.
You got to change.
I
the
don't have to
mixer, too,
fucking
and shit.
deal with her. When she get an attitude, I don't have to hear that shit. I got a house to go to. But now it's like, now I gotta walk past you in the kitchen and shit. I should push your cane. I'd be mad. Cause I can't escape it. So when I be in a hospital, bro, I don't have to deal with her. I don't have to deal with the fucking kids. I don't have to deal with the dog because
It's
these
just
lazy ass kids act like they don't hear her scratching at the door. They gotta go out at 5 and 6 in the fucking morning. I don't have to deal with none of that. And it's like there's a trade-off, of course, because you can't fully sleep because what are motherfuckers doing at 3 in the morning?
Right.
sorry, gotta turn the light on, get some blood from you.
They don't let you
I don't give a
sleep.
fuck how happy you say it, bitch. I'm still gonna be
Right,
mad.
they
Just
do
come in
not
here,
let
get this
you
shit and
sleep
go.
at all.
And then it makes me mad because certain people listen and certain people don't. Now, this is one of those things where I can get Tone where he's like, no, I don't want a motherfucker that's too cocky. I'm like that when it comes to my veins. I know my
which
veins.
ones, yep.
I get my blood
Same.
drawn
Me
all of the
too.
bitch. I'm always sick. I know how this goes. You are new to this shit. So then I gotta sit here and fucking heal from bruises and shit. Like my
Right.
bruises and
Oh,
shit is just
Lord.
going because y'all in here wiggling. Like I'm immune to
Wiggle,
needle
wiggle,
sticks.
wiggle.
I don't even feel them no more. So it's gonna be a pin. Just take
Right,
it and
just
go.
do it.
Like I don't feel it anymore. It's when they get in there and get to
And then start
maneuvering
moving
it, and,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
and I
Like,
tell
yeah.
I'm like,
Looks
I'll be
like
like,
we're
get the
having,
butterfly. Come on.
look, we're having issues finding veins. Let's try
right,
over
Right.
here.
and I'm like,
And you tell them where to do it at, and they still
Like-
looking at you.
Because
like
that's
you
how
don't
you
know
Go
your
on my
see it
business.
hands.
work.
You be
Come
like,
right here.
bitch, tap my wrist 3
Right
times,
here.
turn my arm, the vein gonna pop out on its
Right.
own. Calm down. This is
Yeah.
my body. I know how it works.
that's how I'm like, go
They stopped tying
In
niggas
my
up like
hands.
heroin addicts.
Not for me. It don't work. I gotta go right here.
'Cause
They
that-
don't honestly.
That
Right
shit
here.
crazy.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
hey, don't tie me up like this, fam. I don't do drugs.
I feel like they don't
No,
tie me up tight
The
enough.
heroin
They tie me
addicts
up too
learned
tight.
that from there.
Gee, like they get to tap you.
You feel like your damn
Yo,
arm gonna
hey,
explode.
fam, I'm not Ray Charles, bro. Relax.
And it be
I
real
recently
fucked up.
watched the movie, fam. He was tooting hard.
And if you anything like me, you go to the hospital like at the last minute, like once you're already dehydrated and all that shit, you can just it's finna be a wrap because your veins is like, bitch,
Right.
you thought,
Ain't shit in here. These
you know,
tunnels-
like because
these tunnels are closed.
because even when that's what I'm saying. Like, Jared's like asked them to use an ultrasound machine. Like, niggas don't listen because they always think that they can do shit. I'm like, dude, you can't just do. There is only one person. He is at the Family Care Center on 24th and Villa. He's my favorite dude, and it's so funny because like for all of the year, like even back when I was pregnant with Ree, this was fucking 2004. Like he's been, with them for a long time. Even to this day, if he see me walk in, he be like, "Here come trouble," because but he gets it on the first try. So when other people can't get it and they have to call him in, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm finna get out of here now," because he knows where to go. But I'm like, you have to go in my hand. Sometimes my arms may fuck with you, sometimes they may not. But if you go in my hands, you good. They go in there and they get the shit and they go about their business. But I was so miserable in the hospital this time because they put my IV right smack in the middle.
Ooh, that's that shit I hate too.
Yeah.
And if you do
Can't
anything,
nothing with the
Yeah.
arm.
you
It's
can't.
just-
And I use my right hand, and it's like any type of bending or anything, this
Right,
fucking
yeah.
alarm gets to going off on the IV machine because it's obstructing and it's not pumping
Pumping.
whatever in there. And I'm like, so now I'm sitting here and I'm already sore and I'm irritated because I'm like, bro, I don't even want to be at a bed. And I got to deal with all this fucking beeping in my ear trying to wipe my ass because I obviously can't wipe my ass with a straight arm.
I wonder why they-
Right, like duh.
You need booty
people.
thongs.
Oh,
Booty tongues.
You still can't, nigga.
Yeah.
So
You
me
gotta use
having
your
tongue.
left. You gotta use your left. You gotta use your left.
So
You gotta be ambidextrous and clean your ass.
I really gotta stop.
Don't
but
worry,
it's
you'll be
like,
back
and
in the
then
booth.
it's like when you sleep and shit, who the fuck just sleep like this?
White
Dead
people.
people.
White people.
So when I finally get like I dripped
would
off good, the
irritate me
meds is
so
working,
bad.
and then I fuck around and pull one of these.
Yeah.
I'm like, and it got to the point the nurse felt sorry for me. She was like, I know you ain't in here dying. If it goes off, just push this restart button here and you good.
She showed you what to
Because
do.
yeah, she showed me how to cut the
why they did it right
motherfucker
there.
off because it kept going off. Like, and then it's like motherfuckers is trying to text me and see how I'm doing, and I'm literally like this and shit, trying to fucking respond, like tapping on shit.
You
I'm
better
like,
use the talk to text.
Right. That's my best friend.
and then it's like, So
Especially in my
then,
car.
She said, "Here, you ain't dying." Push
so
that.
now it's
Right.
lunchtime. So it's time for me to fucking eat. And I'm sitting here like,
Hey, Roger, some Jello.
oh, at first I had
Tapioca pudding.
because they put you on clear liquid diet right away. Jared said,
Damn.
"You ever try wiping your ass with the other hand and mess up?"
Ugh, dog.
Bro, I had shit on my thumb. I was so
Right,
mad.
Shit all across your cheek.
Hey,
Fingernails.
y'all know me. Y'all know me. I'll tell it.
It feels
Hey,
so
Jared,
awkward
me and my
doing
mom was just talking about you the other day. We was talking about because I was yelling at her about not answering the phone for numbers that she don't know. Because when I
yeah.
flipped, it started because of you. Because she was laughing and she was like, yeah, remember that time Juan had a dream you died or something? I said, nigga, you told him that. And she just so I had a car accident. I flipped the truck over on Expressway. And Jared responded to the call.
Oh.
And this nigga went on Twitter telling some, I had to save one of my Twitter friends from a burning. I'm like, nigga, my shit was set on fire. And he cut my favorite jeans, nigga, because I like my leg was hurting and shit. So he cut up my pants leg. But my mom wasn't answering the phone. It was a white guy. He came up and he was like, hey, is there anybody I can call for you? He was trying to call my mom and she wasn't answering. But she told this nigga that I was in a car accident and didn't make it. You talk about a dark sense of humor. My
Why
mom
would
is
she
the
do
worst type of
that?
person
Okay,
because
so
she's
then
the
what
worst type of
happened?
person.
What? Like, you tell me what you think happened.
Oh man.
And why would you tell me like the?
Wait, so how long did it happen? Wait, okay, so what was the time in between you finding out she actually was alive?
Did I call you from the hospital?
Oh hell no! Not a call from
That's
beyond.
what I'm saying, like-
Did you call me?
That's a call from beyond.
Like, how long
What's
did
up,
this
bro?
go for?
It wasn't that long. Maybe like an hour or two.
That's
okay,
an hour
that's
too
still
long.
That's a
That's
long
too
time.
long.
That's a long time in death hours,
It
bro.
is.
Right.
It is.
Right.
Hour or two, you've
Oh
had
my
several
God.
different conversations
Mhm.
about
And
whether
to
or not
this-
you want to
and
go
to-
ahead and go
and
through the
to
light.
this day, I'll tell like when you actually do die, I'm not crying because I did it already. I wasted you. I
All
cried
out.
already.
Mhm.
I
Yes, he
cried.
did.
For nothing,
I
like,
cried
for
already,
2
fast.
hours.
Yes, he
So
is.
when you go,
I've seen his reaction to certain shit.
He's a cancer.
He's
He
a
gonna
cancer
definitely-
cry.
I was
he
gonna say that's
definitely
a
gonna
cancer. It's he gonna cry.
it's over.
That
For you.
is so
It's
crazy.
over. I'm gonna smoke a blunt for you, and that's it.
You go cry.
He gonna definitely.
Now I
cry
won't answer
promise.
I don't like answering them.
That
I don't know.
shit's crazy.
But if you call me more than once, then I'm answer because.
Yeah.
But this is the thing.
Trying to reach me.
Here's the problem that I have with people that don't answer numbers that they don't know, right? You do not know what is going on
Right.
on the other line of that fucking phone. You literally do not know if it's life or death. I may not get a second fucking chance to call you. Some people like will leave a voicemail.
Oh, they
I
do
might
that.
not be able to have you call me back.
Yeah.
This might literally be my only fucking chance for you to help me. All you have to do when you pick up your phone and find out that it's somebody that you don't want to talk to is hang the fuck up on them. It's literally that simple. So for you to tell me that if I really, if it's emergency, leave a voicemail and I
Y'all
call
don't
you
check
back.
y'all voicemails
Show
anyway.
don't. Show
Y'all
got-
don't
I got
check y'all
voicemail to
voicemails
text, so
because most
mine's not thorough.
motherfuckers, and for most of y'all, we can't even leave one because you don't check it, and it tell us this
Your voicemail's
person's
full.
mailbox is full.
Right. We can't leave you one to
That's
begin
me.
with.
Don't leave
So-
no voicemail. Mm-mm.
So dealing with that,
like when you say that out loud, that's the weirdest flex. Because I see people write that shit on the internet. Like, I don't answer for numbers I don't know. And then when you say that, it's like, you really don't know who on the other end of this fucking phone, bitch. Answer.
Yeah.
right?
That's
Because
true.
like I said, if it's somebody you don't want to talk to, bro, you can literally just hang up. It takes you less time to pick up the phone and hang up on somebody than it does for you to check a voicemail and then call me back or attempt to, if I was even able to tell you to call me back.
That's true.
Yeah, people.
I'm
weird.
real good for looking at the phone ring and Google it real quick. Like, what number is this? I'll type it in Google and be trying to figure out who is this.
Yeah, I don't, now we've gotten better like now because phones will alert you, like if it's the scam
Yeah,
likely shit.
Potential scam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And
But
sometimes your phone will tell you a caller ID depending on what carrier you have.
Mhm.
Sometimes the person's whole name will come up
Yeah.
on your phone if that.
Oh,
number-
Apple good for that shit.
Apple's
I
Maybe,
don't
like
mind.
maybe
Yeah,
maybe-
mine come
it's
up.
Tina.
maybe Sarah.
yeah, but for me, I answer all the time. Like I answer private calls, I answer calls I don't know, because if it's somebody that I don't want to talk to, I just hang up. And then if it's the spam call, I block the number moving forward so that they can't keep calling. But I do not ignore numbers that I don't know, because
You never know.
I never
That's
know.
true. That's
It's
true.
and one of the things that made me bring this up a couple months ago was somebody on my friends list was trying to get in touch with a young boy's family that she was trying to get home because he had just got jumped on in the park by a bunch of dudes. So it's like, in that situation, and it's an emergency. Somebody done fucked your kid up, and I didn't recognize the number.
Whoop his ass.
Being a parent and having kids should really motivate you to fucking
Yeah.
answer numbers that you don't know, because you don't know. So yeah, I really need y'all to start answering numbers and private calls. And if it's somebody that you just don't want to, just hang the fuck up.
Just say you don't want to talk.
Call them a bitch if it make you feel better, and then hit the button.
Stop
Like,
calling me bitch.
yeah, I don't get the whole not answering thing, because, and maybe it's because of the fact that I've had so many health issues and I've been in those situations. Like I passed out and motherfuckers had to, shit, where mama at? And but
You know what it is? Them niggas owe so much goddamn money to people that they just know every goddamn call is a bill collector.
You know what you need? You remember the things they used to give us back in the day when we was kids? You need an ID bracelet again.
Oh, they used to have the bracelets
You
and the
need
little
one of them.
cards.
Right, and like on
Remember they
the
had-
ID,
used to have the
the
thing with your
ID
picture
bracelet,
on
you
it.
flip
See?
it on the inside, it's got your emergency
That's what my mom
contact.
called.
And,
so here's the thing, right?
yeah.
That's
So-
my mom.
So here's the thing. I don't want to wear an ID bracelet because I feel like sitting duck type. Oh, you sickly bitch. We finna rob you. Like, you can't fight back.
You think of the worst shit.
That's
You
your
got
fault.
to, man. But I don't. I just.
Like
I
you
don't
need
know.
it for when you fucking up and moving and your ass fucking drop.
Well, actually, we have settings.
Drop.
Well, I don't know if y'all use y'all's. Maybe I'm the only cornball that
Yeah, I
use
got-
mine.
I use
Phone?
mine.
Yeah.
I had to turn mine off. Oh my
It
god!
was snitching on you.
Because it's with the Androids, it's the side button.
Mm-hmm.
So if I stuff it in a bag or put it in my pocket,
The SOS go
if
off.
it pushed that many times, it take pictures, it take video, audio, and then it takes everybody on your list.
Mm-hmm.
So then by the time I'm looking at my phone, one person was literally about to call 911. Like I called just in enough time. So I was like, you know what? At this point, I'm gonna just turn it off
block your
because
ass.
one time I'm in the bathroom and I dropped the phone, audio, video, and a picture.
Damn.
So I mean, it's a good feature, but
they were trying to
Yeah, I
make
don't
sure
got that
you
turned on.
go.
I got the ice though, in case of emergency.
and I
So
think
got
it's in
that
your
so that goes
location
my
too.
phone.
Send me
Yep.
your
It's
I
location.
mean, I
like
like
a,
it, but
It's a cool thing to have.
yeah, it is. It's just
Come help you off the toilet.
look.
See,
Shut up.
so when you are in what's the name of, like, cause I got it on there, my medical information, like it comes up on my lock screen.
Oh, you know what I did see? I've seen that before.
Yeah, so all of my shit, like it shows up on
I've
my
seen
lock
that
screen
before.
so that they'll know.
I guess I need to turn that feature on. Look.
I seen that.
Put your
Yeah.
information on the lock screen. Yeah.
Yep. So and then it got like my emergency contacts in there, so that
Yeah, I
will
got
pop right
that.
up, so they know exactly who to call, and
That's a good idea.
it'll unlock my phone for that, where they can call those people from my lock screen and say, "Hey, something's going on."
Yo, that's some dope shit to have on your phone that probably a lot of people really don't pay attention to, or even think
It's a
about.
lot of dope shit.
And that's
in your
what's so
phone that
funny, because
don't pay
people
attention
will-
to.
Okay, so
people
you got a
are-
whole
pe-
list of things.
Yeah, people argue
Oh,
all
look
the
at that.
yep in your emergency SOS book.
What's up,
People
yeah?
argue all the
Yeah.
time. Oh,
I know I did
Android's
that.
better than Apple. Apple's better than, and they don't even
Your
know
blood
half of the
type,
shit that a
medical-
quarter of the shit that they phones actually can do.
That's what's up. Even your blood
Hey,
type.
low
you can
key,
put in
I'm
here.
gonna go
Yeah.
play with the emergency shit on my phone.
Yeah,
It says even if your phone is locked, they can get to that information.
Yep.
Mhm. I didn't realize I
And you
did
have
that
your
already.
whole list of emergency contacts.
yep. So that's something that I always make sure. Well, I don't have to with this one, because whenever I switch phones, my information automatically transfer. But yeah, that was something that I make sure I set up ASAP. So all of my medical shit is in there.
Because imagine, like, you passed out, the motherfucker just over you trying to like, well, if the phone look at his face, we can open that motherfucker. Like, no, you doing? Give me some fucking help.
Well, maybe not, motherfucker, because it ain't gonna recognize me if it's looking for my pupils in the motherfucker's row in the back of my goddamn head.
I don't know. They kind of very high tech about this shit.
You do your finger.
They can face scan you now with with your mask on still, and glasses and all kind of crazy shit.
Yeah, for some of my apps, like if I wanna like use my card on my phone, then you gotta use your finger to unlock it.
That might have been the coldest shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can look at your face.
Yep. So if you know that you got health problems and shit, that may be something that you need to do. You know, set up your emergency SOS on your phone so that if something ever goes down, they can access that information right from your lock screen. They can know what your health problems are, any kind of medications that you need or that you're allergic to, or you know, all of that shit. I definitely, that's a necessity for me.
That's tight.
You know, it's tight, these fucking pants on my incisions. And I tried to like, because I didn't want to wear my jogging pants because I'm like, that elastic band is kind of thick. I can't do seatbelt right now. Like,
Of course not.
yeah. So, you know, I can only pray, you know, no Kia boys. But I feel like I'll win. I mean, I'm back in the F-150 now. I'm no longer in the rentals. I'm back in the F-150 now. So I like my chances.
When you asked me to move your car and I sat up in that bitch, I was like, I see why white motherfuckers be cocky as hell in their F1. Because that motherfucker run over anything. You already sit up high. Then the car itself is big as fuck. That is literally all you need is a Tommy gun on top of it, and motherfuckers is not fucking with you.
See in Texas.
Man, and it's like, don't get me wrong, like, because I really, really, really love the new F-150s. Ford is ass.
That's that American made shit. That's niggas going on break for like 2 hours.
You know what kills me? So America was, you know, built by everybody fucking else, right? And then the one thing that we really shouldn't trust, they're like, okay, never mind, we'll build cars ourselves. No. No.
I'm good.
Dog, when I found out that my Buick is
now, don't get me wrong, a Ford can take a hit, but as far as like mechanical and all that shit, it's not reliable.
That's what I call fix or repair daily.
Yeah, I told my mom that. I was like, they've been calling that shit since I was back when I was in school.
I don't like Chevy.
Repair
I'll
daily.
never get another Chevy.
Yeah, but that's my thing. It's like these motherfuckers wanted everything else built for them, and they decided, you know what, we're gonna try it at cars. No,
and now
the crazy shit is
keep doing shit for them like a
car. Period.
I don't think so.
Like Ford is the oldest company. Period. When it comes to cars,
or Toyota. Well, no, you talking about American.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you think they would get shit?
It just didn't they do a movie about Ford?
Yeah, that's what made me think of that, like the Model T Ford. Yeah.
Yeah.
The oldest. So you've been doing this before everybody else, and you still can't get this shit right.
Not at all.
Like these motherfuckers across the lake have already figured out how to make cars drive themselves comfortably.
The Japanese walked right in, was like,
they all catching on fire too.
Am I the only one that be like fascinated by like the Japanese technology and shit?
Because
they be
showing
so
us fucking real. They be doing shit for no reason and be like, yeah.
Hey, bro, you can walk in from work and literally don't have to do shit else. Like these motherfuckers undress you. They disinfect your shoes off and shit. They make your fucking dinner. They pull your cover back and shit. Then your whole fucking bed going to the wall. Like they really be just doing some shit.
They be doing some. Yes, they live in a house about as big as this studio, and that's the whole family. But that shit will do everything for you. Everything.
Like I'd be so intrigued watching Japanese technology.
It's so advanced.
That's why they gonna fuck us up one day.
Even with the
hey, low key, I be like, how the fuck did we
win?
We didn't. They just been lying.
Right. They woke up one day was like, you know what, bro? We ain't gonna do y'all like that. Y'all got it.
They don't
y'all
want. They
got
said what the all them balloons that keep popping up.
That's
they
China.
said it's China, right? Chinese.
China own us. Period. Like we can't even fight them if we wanted to.
It seemed like China copped the plea.
I feel like
it was a weather balloon. We're sorry. No, it wasn't.
No,
China
just came to look to see what else can they sell us.
If it ever comes to a point where motherfuckers just get tired of the US and be like, niggas got to go. I hope that whoever decides to come for us gives niggas a chance to plead their case.
I just want a heads up.
Imagine.
Because I'm going to be the first one to be like,
no, you know what? They may not even fuck with us. You want to know why? Because them Asians love hip hop.
no, it's not even that. It's not even that.
What are we talking?
Asians love hip
But
hop.
not
They
even-
will not get rid. They will not get rid of the creators of hip hop. So niggas will be able to fucking leave.
Yeah, they
Man,
probably let it don't take a
Asians
whole
turn-
bunch of niggas to do that. They probably gonna pick a few.
I mean, even if
And,
even if
yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah,
hip hop,
definitely.
one, we probably order Chinese food way more than them niggas.
Oh,
They do want
And-
us to stop ordering fried chicken and
And
orange chicken.
do
now.
you know?
Korean fried
Do
chicken.
you know that the clientele, like
Supreme.
Asians, just was like, you know what? We done with this shit. Niggas gotta go. Who fucking nails niggas gonna do this shit?
Oh my
I know it's
God.
Koreans.
Okay,
I know
hold on.
it's Koreans, but it's still like
think
you
about
gotta you
that.
gotta think somebody go intervene. Like, bro, leave the niggas alone
We need their money. We need their music.
because they spend money on hair,
Oh, the beauty supply store,
nails,
yep.
and food.
Shit, self care in general.
Mhm.
Even that y'all don't have them here, but even down in
Like,
Texas with the massage.
Because I
places,
tell you what,
Asians.
I tell you what,
Oh, they here. They
Yeah,
just
they here.
private.
I don't give
You
a
gotta
fuck
order a
how
happy
broke
ending to
she
fight.
is. That bitch go find a way for some self care for some nails and shit.
Because listen, are not cheap these days. They ain't $25 no more.
I know. See, and I've
You want
never
acrylic?
because
you get
because
credit.
I cut them. I cut them every winter because I don't like bumping the break. But you know, my natural nails they grow.
Mine too. Yeah.
So I've never
Yeah.
been a
Wolverine
person
ass.
that was like really into getting my nails done unless my mom made me and my sister get them done because it was like an event.
Yeah.
Like it was birthday or like our wedding or something. And that was Milwaukee Mall airbrush nail days.
Ooh, remember them days, man.
You know, go in, I had
I was just talking
flamingos
about
and
that,
shit, the little white
yes,
flamingo
yes.
airbrushed and shit.
They kind of trying to bring it back a little bit. I
You
don't
know,
think to that extent, but
So I was never into that. And it sucked for me. I think what really turned me off of nails back then was because of the fact that I fought so much.
Oh,
that
yeah.
would
And
do
you
it.
break
No,
that
that's
shit, nigga.
Yeah, that's
horrible.
Like, yeah.
Oh my
Shit hurt.
god. Ooh, that's
Stop the whole fight.
And I'm like, what is the point of my nails are long? I don't need
Yeah.
this shit.
You could get like a little acrylic overlay and call it a day.
But even
Or
then,
even then, you really could just get some gel polish.
but see, and I tried that like more recently, like
Mhm.
since doing OnlyFans and shit. I'm like, all right, my nails are long already. People are saying, you know, just get a gel, whatever. But I'm
Mhm.
like, that made my nails weak.
Really?
That gel,
Your
That's-
nails
Oh,
can't
wow.
breathe.
After like one time?
like, no, I was like getting them done, like you know,
Oh,
because
well, yeah, because if you keep getting them done over and over, you do have to give yourself a break. Like I get my nails done constantly, but I had to give like a month off. This is my first time having nails in like a month. Because when you stop, your nail beds really are weak, and you kind of got to give them time to build back up and then start. But some people don't do that; they just keep going over and over and over, and that's not
yeah,
good for your
and
nails.
I wasn't even wearing them that long because I don't like fucking nails.
Yeah.
Do y'all still be wearing them super long?
I don't think it's as long.
A lot of people do.
I like them not you
Yeah,
long
this is
like
like
what?
Like you know how back in the days where they had to type like that long.
And,
Yeah.
and,
Oh, yeah.
and like
I used to do those back in as a teenager.
Like, do
Yeah.
people still do those? I don't
my
know.
aunt, which is funny because she's always
Uh-huh.
been like with her being heavily into the church and her shit be
The curved nails.
like she be like.
Those are coming back. A lady was in the nail
Wow.
shop.
But
getting hers done when I
I've
was
never
there.
been into it, and it's like,
I
and
don't
it's funny
understand.
because
I thought the
we had
drag
this
queens
conversation
did
on Facebook. Like bitches get mad, they get offended when you be genuinely curious about like, bro, how do you wipe your ass with these long ass nails on? And me as a person with long natural nails, I know how my shit can poke through fucking tissue. Okay,
Yeah.
I know how this happens.
But even
And I've
sometimes
been like,
trying to
whoo,
fix
I'm
your
so-
nails in the toilet to even wipe. Yo, them nails touching toilet water, they touching
They scoop-
something.
They scooping shit.
They have to.
You gotta have a bidet. You gotta have a bidet.
That
There's
yeah.
no way in the hell you got these.
Because
long
it's like the
ass
only
nails.
thing I can think of is
The shitty
like if
situation.
I've had like injured finger or something, like if you wrap it around and you have to go through sideways. Because you can't go, you know, you can't go full cup. All right. You know, you got to karate chop it and you got to go through this way.
The visual.
You know, you got to,
You gotta go future with it. Definitely.
yeah. But
Y'all ruined that song.
Quite shy.
Wait, ain't y'all got a wife from the back? So y'all, that's even worse. It's like it's a
Oh,
deep dive.
now that has been horrible. Okay. Like while we on the subject of hygiene, like being injured, that has been horrible because like that first week being home, not being able to shower like regular. Like I have a I have to sit. I had to sit on like the edge of the tub and like use like my shower head. Like luckily I have a detachable shower head at home. But it was like it's difficult because not being able to like stand up fully in the shower because it's like, my knee been bothering me. And then I got, fucking incision. So it's I couldn't stand up in the shower because it was too painful to just like stand there. It's different being in a hospital because you got them fucking bars and shit to help you, and the thing is right on the wall. So and if it gets that bad, then you have Miss Nancy come in and help you out a little bit.
It's a little sweaty under the tummy.
But it was so my breaking point for being hurt. Like I said, it wasn't the fact of having to depend on people for like every little fucking thing or not being able to get up and go as I wanted. My breaking point was like, bro, I really can't stand in the shower and just like spread my ass cheeks under the stream.
Because when you're not feeling good, it feels good to be able to just take a good shower.
Yeah. So like having to literally like sit on the edge of the tub and like wash my body in sections. I was like, bro, this is some my 600-pound life shit.
You was just missing the
What is wrong with you, dog?
But for real,
Like that was like
hard.
that was your lowest low.
I was like, this is some decrepit shit. I was just nigga.
I would have been here.
but you know what? When I was having my fibro flares and stuff like that, that's what I had to do.
Yeah.
My whole entire body was in so much pain. You got to do it in sections. Like,
Yeah. And it's like I couldn't risk falling and shit because even with me having
because I had a shower chair.
Yep, and it's like even with me having, the anti-slip mat and shit, and it's like it don't help me if I fucking fall forward.
Right.
Because I thought I had it one day. I did not have it.
Yep.
I did not have it.
Oh, I've slid in the shower too. I've slid in the shower.
That's
my
my biggest fear.
What,
oh,
slid in the
my
shower?
God.
And hit
Yeah,
my head.
Teresa did one time.
That's terrifying.
And we didn't even realize she was laid there for maybe about 10, 15 minutes.
Oh,
was it like the Family Guy pose?
No, she was kind of slumped over.
Because I always imagine me having one of them moments in the shower. I'm just gonna be butt naked with the arm behind me like a Family Guy character.
I always wonder how dog ended up.
If I fall, just like man, if I ain't unconscious, just leave me there. I'll figure it out.
Well, ain't nobody getting you up if you fall in the shower either way it goes, bro. We ain't got no choice but to leave you. Just throw a towel on him. Just cover him up. Call the fire.
Yeah, if I ever hurt myself around y'all and y'all leave me fucked up, please.
What the fuck
I don't give a fuck.
We covered you. We protected your
If
head.
I ever hurt
We called
myself
the
seriously
911.
around y'all leave me fucked up. When I get well, I'ma hurt you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, let me tell you why you're not. Because I was having an allergic reaction and dying. What did you do, bitch? Absolutely fucking nothing. So I'm getting this pass. I don't give a fuck what you say to nobody else, but I wish you would say something to me.
I didn't know you were dying.
Everybody in the fucking room knew I was dying, and they told you directly.
What?
At the Super Bowl party?
What to do?
Exactly. What do you want me to do?
What do you want from me?
I'm not a fucking doctor. Yeah.
I'm not. I don't even play one on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Or pretend to be one.
Right. I heard dude's still out here scamming.
No, he ain't not a doctor.
Yeah, dog was there pretending to be a doctor. Is he still doing that?
Hey,
shit?
you know your
Fire
Fest boy got out and did another scam.
Yeah, you know my man.
Little black dude.
He's going crazy.
He was out here. Now that was a nigga that probably was dancing in surgery.
How you pull that off? Just start talking.
That's like all those nurses or CNAs that got those fake licenses in like Florida, Georgia.
See, and that's
They were
crazy
practicing
because
and the licenses
I
were
thought
fake.
that there were
Verification
registries
process? Yeah.
with actual numbers on there. They don't fucking actually check.
They probably go off of what you.
I do more.
Oh, you know what? No,
Wait,
because
how long-
you send them a copy of your paperwork.
How long
So
ago
whatever's
was
on
this?
the paperwork, they're gonna put that in the registry.
Was this during the
From what I
pandemic? Because I
It
can
was during the pandemic.
Okay, I
and
can
they were
understand them
desperate
just
for
trying to
people.
desperate. Then I look.
And so
we
now
got
that things are calming down, they doing audits, and they like, wait, hold on a minute.
Like, bitch, you've been working here for 2 years and you not real.
Just because we're in a pandemic does not mean that you can be reckless with hiring people.
They were.
Like, no,
Because they were
were
so
making
short
fake-
staffed, so they got desperate.
Making
Because
fake
imagine
shit,
you
getting
being
$50 an
that
hour.
desperate that you like, bro, can you do surgery? No, I can do a broom. Fuck it, get in here.
Like,
I can do what?
Think about it. They had
Like-
nurses just out here just doing nothing but just administering like COVID tests for $50 an hour. Look, if all I gotta do is sit here at night and do this COVID test,
Well, that's different
I'll
because
take
at
it.
that point they're exposing themselves to the disease, so you gonna have to pay me more to willingly be
But what I'm
around
saying is
motherfuckers
I can
all the
see-
time.
I can see people saying, I ain't got no real ass job. What's the worst that can happen? You don't accept me. And then got hired.
And it
Yeah,
sounded like
but
they
that's,
had
you know,
some training to
you
a certain
swimming around,
point,
but
not
you
a
passing
nurse
meds
level.
and shit. That actually reminds me, like,
Dog, don't be handing me no fentanyl that's off the wrong degree.
no, because I
Don't
just
happen.
so I started Walking Dead over, and it reminded me of the part when Beth ended up in the hospital.
Damn, what season are you on?
I'm back. I'm on season 6. I just started season 6.
Okay. I
Beth
think
just got clapped.
yeah, it was like you.
But
Gotta be
when
early.
she was back in the hospital, and dude told her, he was like, "Oh yeah, give him clozapine or whatever." She gave it to him. Dog started having a seizure. He was like, "No, I told you clozapine." Like little shit like
Yeah,
that.
it's a little word.
One little difference
Oh my God.
can stroke a motherfucker out, and then
Yeah,
he
so-
gone because you didn't want to check credentials because we ain't had a time. We short staffed. Nigga,
Don't put
you
the
gonna be
new
short
nigga on
patience
meds.
if these niggas that don't know what they doing here fucking killing them all. What do you mean?
Don't put the new nigga on meds.
I wonder, did they have to go back and tell all those people that they touched, like, hey, this person was not licensed? Like,
If you honestly,
they still
fam,
going through the process.
Even
I'm
if they
curious
did-
they
to
have
see.
to.
Even
but
if they
dog,
did
you
a
know,
good job,
the lawsuit alone,
right? Even if they
Mhm.
did a good job, I'm suing anyway.
Yeah,
the state of Florida is gonna go broke, and they already broke.
pretty much.
Disney World gonna have to up some money or
It's
move.
private.
Disney?
Nah.
Sure is.
Disney World gonna up and move to Oklahoma.
So since we have ladies and gents in the studio,
The Teletubbies.
Hey,
I fuck with it.
the fact Juan was a blueberry of the week.
This
yeah,
nigga
he just-
always
he's
been-
going through
Yeah,
all the
dog, you've been
colors.
wearing a lot of solid
I told you, man. I
Solid
look good.
solid
with solid
colors.
man.
primary
That's my-
colors
that's my
lately,
thing.
dog.
There was a
Sesame Street.
Just jumping gangs.
the situation. So it says fellas help me out. So y'all respond first. Fellas only help me out. I go to hang out alone. A
Yep.
male that is showing interest in me sees me out and invites me to sit with him at his table. I oblige. At the end of the night, my bill comes and it's $35. He does not offer to pay. Is he wrong?
No, you're not wrong. Why the fuck would I pay for your shit?
I did invite you over by my table.
So what? Just because I asked you to come sit from over there over here means nothing. Because had I left your ass over there, that $35 is still your $35. It is not my $35.
I'm just saying, if you cordially trying to court this person, that's why you want them to come over to begin with.
No, I don't. You spend your money, big spender. Nah.
I ain't that Mr.
I didn't invite you out. You happen to be here. If I'm not here, who gonna pay for this shit? You just going to the bar randomly with no money, fishing for a nigga to pay for your shit?
I mean, they got money. She just complained about the fact that she went over there and the nigga didn't at least offer.
What am I offering?
I'll pay for your drinks because if it was trying to hit on you anyway, I'm probably sending you a drink to begin with. So at least a drink. But if you over
What
here
if
ordering
this
chicken tenders and
interaction
fries,
is-
that's on you.
What if this interaction is trash, bro?
I'm talking to Juan. I got to talk on the level that he understands.
And I mean, and we in a bar. Like,
See, he told you. Gotta talk
chicken
to
and
us.
french fries are in a bar. Upscale, uppity lady.
Hey, don't call me uppity lady now. Hey,
What
I
I
don't
mean,
gotta worry
what
about
kind
the-
of bar
I don't
you
gotta
go
worry
to
about
that
the
got
$35.
Alfredo and pasta?
I don't got to worry about the $35. I know my bill has been taken care of. Continue.
Ooh, period.
Oh my.
Maybe
just
she
flex
ain't.
on you?
Maybe she ain't got the sauce.
Period.
Hey,
She ain't flexed on me. She flexed on a broke bitch who was fishing for $35.
Touche. Touche.
Kayla.
Would I be mad at him?
No, it say is he wrong?
Is he wrong?
I want to say no. I
I
mean,
need a
you
drink,
invite
maybe,
from
but
what I hear, you invited me to sit with you.
This is true.
So we just two people that came solo and we're sitting together.
Okay.
There was no expectation of him doing that, so I don't think he wrong.
Sarita, be
I
like, what
wa-
do you want?
Hey, I'm
Sarita,
like,
what do you want?
with me, honestly, I'm already. See why I gotta look up, and this is what I see. This is exactly what I see. The person that's supposed to be here.
Yeah, if it is, we
commented.
was talking about restaurant shit, now the shit in the
Right.
right.
All of a sudden, we talking about food. We ain't talking about Raul. What's the name of his favorite sauce?
Rayo.
Right. Rayo. Now you're gonna
good
get mad.
Rayo.
That shit expensive.
But I
It's
would
worth
say
every
honestly,
dollar.
it depends. Because like for me, I'm already prepared to pay for my own stuff anyways. But 9
Mhm.
times out of 10, the men that I'm around are not gonna allow for me to pay for it. That's just
Hey, they see that
But he
ass.
didn't know you.
I've had people that didn't know me pay my bill.
Could they see that ass?
Yeah, niggas be
So-
paying for that ass.
Yeah, now, due to the fact that
To be in the presence
Now,
of that
I will-
ass,
I will-
that's alone.
I will start off and say, like, to answer the question, is he wrong? I
gonna
don't
say
feel
no.
that he is wrong.
Mm-mm.
But when it comes to me, that will fuck up his chances.
Right.
Because at this point, I feel like you just cock blocked me for free.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could have
Absolutely.
been over there by myself, where it was guys that saw me and was like, hey, Miss Lady, what you drinking? What you whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You just wanted to occupy my time and my space for free.
Right.
What was ass?
Because I do tell dudes that are seeking to do like Dutch dates and shit. I'm like, instead of asking women out on dates,
Well, let's go kick it.
go out
Right. Let's
by
meet up.
yourself, find somebody else that's by yourself. And now I tell them just kind of like sit down and strike up a conversation to where at this point it's not like y'all are together. Y'all just chopping it up. So when y'all bill comes, whatever. Now that was kind of weird for you to be like, oh, well, come join me and yada, yada, yada. And then it's like, you're turning this into a thing. If that's the case,
Yeah.
why you ain't bring your ass over here?
Right.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, when you put it like that, it's like he not wrong, but
Yeah. So it's not
Broke
wrong.
ass nigga.
He's not wrong for it, but it would still be a turnoff
Yeah.
for me.
Mhm.
That's like when I told y'all about a boy in Atlanta. He wasn't wrong for expecting me to pay for my shit when we was in the restaurant. I had already had the expectation that I was paying for my shit while we was down there. But for you to think that you had a chance after asking me to cash app you for my food, you out your rabbit ass mind.
yeah.
Right.
I think that's different though.
Whoop his
I
ass.
think those situations. I think the situations are totally different.
No, I'm just saying, period. Like, if we're in the point where you feel like you can't even pay for me something to eat,
Right, but for like
you
that,
completely out of the
that's-
running.
But like that situation versus like the topic at hand, I feel like that's different. Like he knew you, type shit.
Well, she said that he had expressed interest in her. I don't know if that goes beyond this or and
Or was
he
it
just
that
saw
night?
her out.
Well, I'm just looking at
That's
the
like you see, one of your biggins off Facebook and y'all run into each other.
Oh, what was his new
again.
nickname? He had a
That's
nickname.
Big
that-
bitch whisperer, BBW.
that's
You see when
different
your
though.
BBW's out.
That's different. It's different. Like if I know you a little bit from Facebook type shit, and I'm in a bar and you in a bar, and I say, "Hey, yo, come sit over here, come kick it with me." At the end of the interaction, that's different because I know you a little
But
bit.
that's what I'm saying. We
That's
don't
what
know
Right.
that. She
No,
said
no,
he's
but
expressed
I'm
interest
saying,
in her.
like,
So
if
I don't know if
you
it's
a little
outside
bit,
of the
yeah, I
restaurant.
don't mind paying for it because I might be low key feeling you. But if we're just here, like I walk in by myself and I don't know you from a can of paint, but I think you pretty, and you looking at me, and I'm like, hey, come sit over here, let's talk. At the end of this interaction, I don't feel like I have to pay for anything.
Well, let's get this straight. I've always said that nobody is obligated to do anything.
Mhm.
He is not obligated to pay for her, just like she is not obligated to give him some ass just because he paid for her.
Right.
Nobody has any obligations to do anything. But just because you are not obligated does not mean that it will not soil my perception of you and completely knock you out of the running. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
He's not wrong. if he doesn't pay for me. But
So even if you don't know, dude.
if you ask me to come over here with you,
Okay.
it's like I said, at this point, you basically cock blocked me all night for free. You basically just got a free date out of me
Dude, you just know.
because I was here minding my business by myself. I could have come in here with somebody, and you decided, hey, you know what? I like what I see. I whatever, I want to, can you come join me? You invited me over here.
And you said yeah.
I was
You,
but
but you gotta
chilling.
feed yourself.
You could have said no.
That's basically what he said. I
You
like
could
you.
have said
I
no.
want
You
you,
could have said
but
no.
You gotta
Though.
get your own chicken.
You could have said no. I'm chilling. I'm not interested.
Right. And it is a thing where it's like, if that was the case, you could have came and sat your ass over here.
Let me eat
Because
my
nigga-
chicken.
because-
Let me eat my chicken in
Because
peace.
what's
and then come
motherfuckers'
talk
favorite
to me.
lines in movie shit? Excuse me, is this taken?
Oh yeah.
Niggas still do that.
Someone
Yo.
sitting here.
Do niggas still do
I
that?
want to
Yes.
hear that in real life.
Do niggas still do that?
Yes. Yes, they do.
When anybody asks me that, it's because they want to take my seat over to their party.
Right. I'm like, is it because of
Right, like, and 9 times out of 10, y'all using this? Anybody sitting right here?
Yo, imagine a chick that's sitting at the table by herself eating, and a dude comes up, handsome gentleman. Hey, is this seat taken? She gets all happy and smiling. She's like, no, it's available. And dog just grab a chair and walk off.
Yeah. Or you bring like 6 other niggas. Like, oh, excuse me, ma'am. Anybody sitting here? She said, no. Yo. I just like, what the fuck? Five of the
Hey,
people
it's one
come
over
from?
here, bro. One
Yeah.
over here.
Hey, go sit over here, my man.
Yeah, we got
Like,
you.
oh, and then you brought more niggas. Like, get away from me.
Like, dog.
That's gay.
Yo.
Yeah, and the fact that it's like
Go home.
for you to invite me over
Go on, Roger.
to your space to like I said, basically cock block me for free all night. Like, bro, it was $35.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't even an excessive amount.
I don't give a fuck what it was.
Like-
It wasn't my $35 to pay.
I mean, when you take somebody out, it's technically not whatever they spend anyway. It's always an option and a choice. You don't have to pay anything.
Nah, but if I take you out, I like you.
But I'm like,
I've had somebody that we went to lunch and she got mad that I paid for the lunch, so she constantly kept trying to pay for lunch from there on out. And I will not take it. Because that's not what we do as men. When we say let's go to lunch, we're supposed to accommodate.
Yeah.
What if she would have said, let's go to lunch? Then it's for her to pay.
I still slid the card over.
Okay.
You don't owe me.
I feel like that too. Like a motherfucker be like, hey,
She's like, now you got to show me what you
hey, yo,
with.
why?
Putting out.
You want to go get something to eat? And you be like, yeah, I know you're not paying, but I'm gonna go with you anyway. I got you, baby. I got you, little baby.
Like,
You ain't gonna pay for shit, but you invited me out.
I'm not.
I thought the rules was if you asked to go, you paying.
No, because
Them
then,
hoes will
then
swindle the
she-
shit out.
and then they want the draws, and I'm not giving up the draws.
Yeah, you better give it up.
No,
See how y'all treat us.
Pay us the $20.
You asked me to go out, but I done paid for it, and then now you expecting to fuck me.
Hey.
Whoa, that's kind of whoa.
Nah,
Hey, now.
you
Whoa.
don't do that, bro.
You know what show we on.
Daddy make you-
You know what show we on.
Ain't nobody fucking want.
You-
Not at all, Calvin.
You know what show we on. You got to be careful with your words.
Bend it over.
Oh my! Oh my!
Bro, grown
So-
man taking plastic dick is crazy.
So-
Willingly.
Yes, like, man.
Oh shit, I did forget to sing you something.
You just imagine like him as the man, like spreading his cheeks for her.
I'm telling you, the minute she slapped the ass while she back there, it's a wrap.
Women jokingly smack ass all the time. It's
Yeah.
not-
No. Y'all jokingly, but if you on the downstroke pegging him and you slap the cheek with the strong hand, nope, it's a wrap.
She be like, toot it up for me.
If you put your hand, if you put your hand on his shoulder to make him have that arch,
all right.
All right, we're entering a really uncomfortable.
All right.
She got a story. Look.
I
We
ain't
are
gonna-
really finna enter like a real uncomfortable.
because you have
He
to,
told you.
you
He
have to
told you.
tell her because she will do that shit and laugh about it, like
Hey.
she do.
I'm gonna definitely hit it with. Don't run. I'm playing.
No, what you running for?
Oh,
What you-
appendix.
What you running for?
Oh my god.
What you running for, Big Daddy?
Oh, you ever, if I
Bring it-
ever
Bring it,
found you chose
bring
to
it
do
back,
that.
bring it back, Big Daddy, bring it
If
back.
you, no, you told a nigga don't run.
Don't run. You know you want this.
Of course he wanted because he initiated.
Check that.
John DeMarco.
Right. So while we were on the topic of like, you know, like, no, I was talking about dating.
No, it's time to go home.
I was talking about dating.
I'm ready to smoke and go
It's a
lay
dating
down.
conversation.
Yeah, I
He
need to
gonna
clear my
need to,
I need to
'cause
clear my
that-
mind.
He's like, he gonna need to after this conversation.
That
Like,
nigga said, "Don't run." You be trying to hit his G spot.
Yeah,
We do.
that's the whole
Ow.
purpose.
That's wild.
Because I feel like I definitely have to tell him, like, you know,
Just this.
don't post it yet though. I'm a read the post first. So while we on the subject of dating, this post comes from Destiny Thomas.
I was like, why the name sound familiar?
And she said, on today's episode of the male species being in desperate need of extinction, if I
I love that.
if I don't talk to you for weeks, why send me a boomerang of you on dates with other women trying to get a rise out of me? Confusion. Edit. This post isn't this young lady. I don't know who she is, and she never did anything to me. It's just to clown him. That is all. So this is the post that she was talking about.
Just a victim of circumstance.
Right.
We got some Law and Order music on the
That
board.
better. Can we see?
Speaking of the
Nah.
one dude from Law and Order
Yeah,
passed away.
literally, I was just telling Juan when
78.
you pulled up
Hey,
and
give me a
flashed
bigger-
with your high
Sad
beam.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Because I'm using the wrong one. I apologize, people.
Boom, 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 boom. Definitely gonna watch some Law and Order tomorrow.
Yeah.
Gotta get high from my
Much.
Tomorrow, I've been watching that shit like crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta take the bar off the.
There we go. So
Wait, I'm gonna take the bar off the bottom.
she hasn't talked to this guy in weeks
This gentleman suitor.
at the time of this message. So she hasn't talked to him, and he decides that he is going to send her boomerangs and text messages of him out on dates with other women. So he sends her a picture of a young lady that's, you know, like she said, she don't have no beef with, she has nothing to do with anything, and said, that's how we do. You're supposed to be the chair. I was gonna treat you like that, but you are not ready. So she responds and she says, you don't gotta send
Interesting.
pictures of you out with other women to prove your point. Like,
So,
That is so ridiculous.
so basically, what you're telling me is, even though you have this young lady who's actually entertaining you, you rather go ahead and bother a bitch who don't give no fuck about you. No disrespect to you, young man, you're not a bitch, but that
A
just
butch.
is dumb.
Right.
You butch. I'm just saying.
hey, speaking of, we're Rabbi.
Last time I seen she's playing Warzone.
Oh, you miss her.
New season dropped.
No, I actually, you know, I really didn't think that we was gonna have like high engagement tonight anyway.
Because
it's
the All Star
like,
game.
yep, Super Bowl was last week,
Oh,
All
that's
Star
an
this week.
All-Star game.
Yeah,
I
they've been
forgot about
trashing
that.
it on.
That'd be
on
all right. They can catch the replay tomorrow.
Facebook all day. They've been trashing it like crazy.
That's
Yeah.
that's so. I hate weird shit. That's weird.
That's weird as
That
fuck.
is very weird.
What's weird?
What
That
he
is-
did.
Why would he do that?
For you to
She
like,
looks like a nice young
I've
lady
been
with-
minding my business, and you just like, yeah, I'm finna text her these dates I'm going on.
Like this should have been you.
I
Who
show you
cares?
I gotta show you what you
And I would
missing.
have been like, congratulations.
I would have been like nothing.
These
I wouldn't say nothing.
days supposed to be you, but you
probably
playing.
blocked at this
I would have been
point,
like,
though.
red.
I was
Blocked.
just gonna treat you like that, but
Were you
are
high,
not-
ma'am?
I was gonna treat you like that, but you are not ready.
You know, I wanted
not
to
gonna
smoke
treat me like
weed
anything.
so bad, but I was like, I cannot afford to hit that shit wrong and cough
Ooh.
with these
Oh,
stitches.
Yeah,
So I just,
you need an
'Cause-
edible.
Cause the
Yep,
weed,
you do.
cause the weed
You
cough.
need
When you
edible.
start coughing, you be
Just
coughing
go ahead
for a
and get some
minute.
cocaine and rub it on your
and I-
gums.
What the fuck?
Just get right. Just get
Like,
right to it.
Like, oh, this is
you
good.
can take it down, bro.
What do
But
you
yeah,
even-
for
where do
you
even
to
buy
go
cocaine?
through all of these links,
Oh, you just gotta know. Gotta
like
know a
that
guy.
you were actually sitting here and sending pictures and videos
You a trash
of
person.
the other women that you were taking out on dates. Like,
And you know what's
But then
crazy?
it's like that woman. She didn't even realize he was doing that and where he was sending
Ooh.
it to.
And you know what's
And did
crazy?
this go viral or something?
Probably did. But here's the crazy part. She
Wow.
probably actually liked him until he did this fugazi shit.
right, like you supposed to be kicking in with me,
And you taking pictures.
and you
of
taking
it.
pictures to try to make another bitch jealous.
And I
like,
done went viral when I was minding my business trying to get my shrimp.
Now she been turn around and turn this into a positive, and her nail company is gonna be popping. Since you follow me on IG now, go ahead and check out Nancy's Nails LLC.
Nasty.
Like, at
Like,
least you could
that's
have tagged
wild.
me on my shit.
Yeah.
so I
Like,
can
at
get
least
some
put my
money off
tag
it.
my business page. Selfish
That's so
motherfucker.
weird. Like, what
Man.
did you want her to say? Oh my God. what
Yo,
you
the
gonna
fact
say?
that
I'm
he's-
ready to do right.
He spent
Take me
money
back.
to go on a whole nother date.
And then tell another bitch this could
And
have been.
spent some pretty decent money.
So
based
that's-
off
that's-
the
because
ambiance,
that's a nice. That's
the
a
tablecloth.
variety. I don't eat
Mm.
seafood.
The
That looks like
drinks.
5 different choices.
Yeah, it's like a
Mhm.
seafood tower.
Yeah,
Yo, niggas is corny.
they are.
and them drinks look like they cost at least
Right,
$12.
Listen,
Right.
Did you say $12?
Them $18
Okay.
drinks.
that
That's a
tablecloth.
good $15 to $20
Them
drink.
$18 lemon drops.
Mhm.
Okay,
She probably
Facts.
did cosmopolitan.
No, it's not.
Cosmo.
that is a
That's not
line.
Cosmos.
That
that's
is a
little
limeade.
hint to it. That's a little
Yeah, he definitely spent
little
some money.
cranberry juice in there.
That's so.
But
You's a fancy little motherfucker, ain't you?
I just know my drinks.
She's sophisticated.
What can I say?
I feel.
Go to a lot
She's
of nice-
fancy, but she'll take some crown every once in a while.
Yeah,
But- well-
absolutely.
As long as you don't drink
Washington
Hennessy.
apple. Washington
Yeah,
apple.
I found if you mix it certain ways, it's not
Right.
that bad.
Hennessy?
That's what I had.
Yeah.
Oh, you said Hennessy.
Shut
Oh,
up.
no, I ain't messing with
But
y'all.
bringing
No.
up, like, as far as like with the
Mm-mm.
All-Star game and the Super Bowl was obviously last week, and Rihanna's performance had like a lot of
That
mixed
was the fanciest.
reviews. I think some people were just, they happy she ain't been on the stage, but it's been like at least 6 years, right?
It's been a long time.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 6 years.
Yep. So she hasn't been on stage in a long time. She just had her baby, and she actually had a pregnancy reveal on the Super Bowl stage. So, congratulations to Rihanna again. But I really
Hey. Congratulations to ASAP Rocky too. Takes 2 to make a baby, goddamn it.
Drop a bomb for my nigga ASAP, man. He shot the right club up, I'll tell you
He
that.
Yeah.
definitely did it.
He
ASAP.
been a down ass nigga, so you got
And put the second baby in that motherfucker ASAP.
Mhm.
He ain't been a fuckboy.
congratulations to Stedman Jr.
He ain't wrong. He is not wrong.
Not mad at
I'm
that.
But
just-
I mean, she said the baby preferred him more over
Right.
her
Right, he's a
anyway,
great
so it's like,
dad.
hey,
Yeah.
there you go.
So
Shit.
and it's a lot going on, like controversy as far as Rihanna, because
Oh,
you have a lot of
man.
people that are criticizing her performance when I don't know what the fuck they expected from Rihanna in the first place.
Right.
I mean, I was bored as hell. The
Um,
production was amazing, but I also acknowledge I enjoy theatrics and rah-rah, and so I mean that's
it's-
just me personally.
and it's like I don't know if they thought that she was about to pussy pop on a skateboard, or I don't know.
Especially when we just found out she pregnant too.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, Beyonce did this pregnant. Beyonce sat her ass in a fucking chair.
yeah,
Okay.
And rubbed
And
her
it could be
belly.
I got so tired of people
that
sharing that fucking
irritated me. And I'm a
screenshot.
Beyonce fan, but
because
that irritated me.
All
Like,
she
don't-
did was sat in a fucking chair. And you know what else she did when she did finally get up out of that chair? She walked like me, holding my fucking stomach with my stitches. Me and Beyonce walked the exact same between her being pregnant with them twins and me having these fucking incisions.
And you can't compare pregnancies.
No.
Like just because
That
she
was a huge
it's
point of mine. I said
different.
because even with me having multiple kids, my pregnancies were different.
Yep.
When I was pregnant with Ree, nigga, I was out here. I was what the fuck was that club called? Pure
Mhm.
down there in
Yeah.
Wisconsin. I was
Yep.
in Pure in a fucking denim mini skirt and a halter top because I didn't have a stomach and I was 6 months. Niggas was trying to holler at me and I was telling them like I can't. I'm pregnant,
Niggas is trash. Who's gonna try to holler
and
at
they
you
thought
if
that
you're
I
9
was
months?
lying. It was like, man, you ain't pregnant. How far? I was like 6 months. I was like, man, fuck out of here. I'm like, no, seriously. Like, I'm 6 months. Like,
Right.
I didn't start showing at all with Ree until I was at the end. I was down there about to pop. But then with Jelly Bean, that little motherfucker had me down early.
Mhm.
Like, when I had energy for shit, nigga, I could fucking run a marathon. But when I didn't have energy, nigga, like, bro, don't even look at me. Leave me alone.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, look at how I tried to push and power through with the pop-up shop because it was a commitment that I made.
Mhm.
That pop-up shop wasn't no big ass fucking commitment like no fucking Super Bowl. That is nowhere near the same. And even I feel like, bro, I gotta show up and do my fucking job. I do
Now, who
not feel
just
like
randomly
it.
cancels? You doing the Super Bowl halftime and you like, I'm canceling.
All right.
Like I did not feel like it. Everything in me was like, Mimi, don't do this shit, bro. Something's wrong. Like, you know, but I'm like, people is, you know, they expecting me there. I'm finna, you know, chew on a cracker or two. Maybe I'll be all right. Just, you know, get up, get moving.
And it was Valentine's
Shit
weekend,
like
wasn't it?
shit.
Yeah,
like
and you know
that.
that's one of
Yeah.
my biggest selling points. So I
Mhm.
I tried to get it done because I made a commitment and people expected me to be there.
Mhm.
And I ain't no fucking Rihanna. And it wasn't no fucking Super Bowl upstairs. So I can only imagine, even pregnant, going whatever little anything that you're dealing with when you're pregnant, she had to eat that shit. She was gonna have to suck
Right.
that up regardless. Because you can't just be like, bro, I don't feel like this shit today.
Right,
Yeah.
like,
Too
okay,
bad.
Right, like just wheel me out, and I'm just gonna stay.
Then you pregnant, and then you up swinging 150 feet in the air.
Swinging.
Right.
To save some grass. They said they made those stages because that was special grass that they had grown and put there especially for the Super Bowl, and they didn't want to stage over it.
That goddamn grass
So
is
that's
fucking
why
up
the
the Super Bowl.
stages
It
were
really was.
floating.
Tone's still bitter about losing, y'all.
No, I'm actually not mad about that, but that grass was fucking up people. Everybody on both sides.
She was pregnant up there. That thing.
I
that
was
thing
still knocked out
moving.
from surgery, so I don't know what the fuck happened on Sunday. I
because
had
it
to
was
catch up.
KC quarterback went down because of the grass. My dude just dropped the ball because
People on the internet.
More
are
people watched
weird.
the
But that's
halftime
not the
show
only-
than the
but
game.
yeah, they did. But that's the thing. They was even going in on Rihanna about what's that magazine cover she
Oh,
was
the
on?
Vogue.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
Vogue.
next.
Oh,
The
yeah,
that was
I
next.
saw
The
that.
British Vogue.
Because when Kayla
Oh, she
brought
caught
up
a lot
the
on
baby
Twitter and everywhere. else.
preferring ASAP, a lot of people Hotep motherfucker like
It was
just
definitely them Hotep motherfuckers.
it's always the Hoteps, you know, koofy wearing niggas and you know, I wash my king's feet, bitches. It's you know, so called, you know, emasculating that ASAP was in the
I'm gonna
back
read this up.
holding the baby while she is in the forefront of the
Duh.
photo
That
Somebody
ain't-
of a
posted-
magazine
This
where
is the-
she
Duh,
is
it's
the
not
fucking
even.
she's-
It's not even that.
No, that's a
Somebody
different one.
fucking
Oh,
dissected.
when they updated.
They
They broke it
dissected
down.
the
Yes,
hell
they
out of
broke
it.
down.
Yeah, the one about his penis being covered and
Oh yeah,
the angle
it
of his
said-
body
what,
as
they
he
called it
lowered
something
himself.
Shame. Was it penis shame?
I don't know what it is.
'Cause they
It's
said
fucking
something
stupid.
was
cock
blocking-
shame is on here.
Cock shame. That's
Cock
what it
shame.
was. Yeah.
Like, dog, why?
Like
are
y'all
you-
took this time to break all of this.
What?
Like,
No.
You niggas ain't got shit to do.
So what it says
That's why we
is
pay y'all $12 an hour.
ASAP has the soft face and Rihanna has the hard face. Have they never seen her photos? Did they not know that bitch served face when she's
Mhm.
fucking like she be on it?
irregular?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all gotta stay off the internet because this shit is.
Y'all gotta-
Stands with her
This shit
shoulders
is
back and
stupid.
chest out.
Call him
It's
a
a
soft-
strong,
a soft
dominant,
feminine.
masculine woman,
Uh huh.
while he's a submissive,
man.
nurturing, feminine man because he's back there. With
Yo,
his
do
kids.
they?
I said,
do
y'all
they know
really,
that
y'all really
that's-
some fatherless niggas, bro.
That's what it is. That's
Y'all-
what it
y'all
is.
some
They
fatherless
daddy
niggas.
didn't hug them enough.
Right.
Ain't
Look at that.
But ain't the magazine like a woman's fashion magazine?
Big fact.
ASAP
And it was
Rocky
her
and
moment.
the,
It wasn't.
A$AP
it was her
Rocky.
The
moment.
cover literally reads, "Everything changes. Rihanna reborn, the superstar on Parenthood, ASAP Rocky, and the mother of all comebacks." It is about
Her.
her.
ASAP Rocky and the baby was a fucking +2.
They were.
They probably wasn't even supposed to be
They
there.
were
Right.
accessories.
Right.
Okay.
She probably was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do this, but I got my man and I got my
Brisset.
baby."
Brisset,
And her man
niggas are
probably
really
was like, okay,
embarrassing.
cool.
They are.
And another thing is because I was reading while they were doing while they were doing that shoot, paparazzi snuck and was taking pictures of her kids.
Yep. That was the first time
And
that
she-
anybody had ever seen them.
And she was like, she didn't want to feel violated, like motherfuckers selling to the highest bidder. So they got them. They was like, we finna release, like,
she
you
did it
know.
herself.
So
And she was pregnant then too. She
so
said
so
she just
so,
didn't know.
Yeah.
so they jumped the gun in order to, you know, get ahead of shit.
That makes sense
'Cause
because
you're not finna
randomly
prop
one
it and
day
shit.
her baby was just on the internet, and I'm like, why? It just is so random.
Yeah.
So now it makes sense.
Now it's why because you thought that you was finna get some
Mhm.
M's off of a first look. Well, bitch, I beat you to it because
Yeah.
you want to
That
be a
was smart.
sleazy ass snake.
That was smart.
Mhm.
So, you know, because
So
it's
I
like
wanna see the
if
cover
if,
that
it,
would've
if,
been
if
there.
it's gonna come out regardless, it's gonna come out on my
My terms.
terms
Yeah.
It's
because
my
you thought
damn
you was finna eat.
kid. Like,
Because you thought you was finna eat.
Whoop they
they
ass.
thought they was
But
gonna
yeah,
be good.
it is. It's a bunch of fatherless niggas and weirdos that really always feel like everything has to be broken down. It's like, bro, it's an article about her. Like once,
It's just
like once, them motherfuckers, they were accessories because you have, and this is just going off of the cover. When you look at the full photo shoot, they're not all in all of the photos.
Yeah,
Right.
She
Because
has
the
some
breakdown
by
of the article.
herself.
Yeah, they're
some
per
by
each
her
article in the
baby.
conversation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, but she was saying that she was like, the baby fucking prefer him. She was like, yeah, I feel like it's a boys' club, and I'm trying to, wait to get in this motherfucker. Like as soon as the baby see, Rocky like giggling and shit, like
That's cute.
they had that instant bond.
Mhm.
So it's like y'all mad at a nigga for bonding with his fucking baby.
yes,
Right.
because they daddy didn't give a fuck about them. They
Oh,
went out,
you know what?
they daddy went
And
out, got
supporting
milk,
her.
and never came back.
Supporting your
that's
woman.
actually I'm finna send a video to you now.
That's what it is. They daddy went out and got milk and never came the fuck back.
Yeah, milk
Because
and
they're-
cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
So
That's
there's
crazy.
a video. Well, I don't want to watch the full video. I'll just tell y'all what it is. There's a video on Facebook that I shared, and there was a nigga that came into his baby mama's house and started recording her in the bed holding her newborn, and she has a dude. And he's shaming her like, when she in here, she got my fucking baby, and she in here with a nigga, and she's like, so nigga, I ain't seen you in months. So
How did he even get in her house?
he still had whatever key.
Oh, that's on her
She had
potential
she hadn't seen him since she was 7 months pregnant before she even dropped the baby.
So this nigga really went
So
out and
this
got
nigga
cigarettes.
disappeared. Tell me something. Well, I was going through some shit. She said, "Motherfucker, I was 7 months pregnant,
I'm
and
going
you
through
bet.
some
And now
shit.
you want to come in here talking about some? Well, you got this nigga in here, and that ain't his baby. That ain't his baby.
At this point,
Right, but is
They-
he
were
taking
they
care of stuff
young?
here?
They were
Look.
young, wasn't they?
Look." And because everybody know I was dating him during this time, like that would be my Lando. Like at the point, like when me and Jelly Beans dad, like we wasn't together when I was pregnant. Me and like we started our friendship while I was pregnant, but we didn't start dating until after the fact. But from the moment Jelly Bean was born, like that's who she knew. So if Tony decided that he wanted to come in on some bullshit, oh well, why you got like when she need milk and all of this shit is going on when she was out of Pampers and shit because I wasn't working, this nigga was doing it.
yeah,
This nigga was using his General Mills check to take care of your kid. You wasn't fucking doing it.
They were
Right.
using his Cheerio check.
And then
Honey nut
Right.
Cheerios.
Britt said at this point the baby ain't yours either. But he really went and was recording her and posted it like clowning her like, and she ain't here with this nigga and that ain't his fucking baby.
what the dude do?
And so dude was sitting there cool looking at him making food and he was like, how you know it ain't my baby? At that point he hit him with the dagger. He was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And now this thing's about what the fuck that mean?
So now
At this point, because you sitting here, you doing all this shit, and it's like
yo,
I feel like dude that be on TikTok. So what you trying to do? What you trying to get into?
at that point,
Because
yo,
he was so cool
That's what
about
you
it.
get.
like as
You might as well
as
turn
and
around and walk
I
out
feel like-
now.
But because of that, I feel like I feel like that wasn't dude like the dude in the bed with him. Like he knew that wasn't his kid. But he said that shit just because since you want to be a bitch ass nigga, you come in here on this bullshit.
I'm gonna go with you.
I'm finna make sure that you go cry in the car when you
I was
leave
gonna
here.
say he.
And
cried
that's
in the
if
car
I
for
don't beat
sure.
your ass, depending on how disrespectful you get. Because it was like a big nigga in the bed. I couldn't see who was holding the phone.
First of all, you need your ass up for walking up in here like this.
Right.
Your
But
shit.
dog, he really put it. Remember how Jody walked in on Peanut? She was in the shower and shit. And he just
Mhm.
walked in and like it was cool. I feel like that's what he did. Like he just thought that he was
Mhm.
just gonna walk in and just daddy's home.
Mhm.
If you know anything about me, I'm a huge Pac fan.
I was like, what that Pac
And that was
second
yeah.
album? This song was fucking funny.
Yeah.
Even Mo Preem was mad
was
on
like,
that song.
He was like, so you said that like that's supposed to mean something to me. And he went off. I used to play that song all the time. My daddy left.
Oh, no.
Grow the fuck up.
It's such a turn.
It's called Papa's song.
I know, but just grow the fuck up.
Spelled with
dog.
a Z, Papa's song. If you ever want to listen to it, that was my childhood.
Funny. That whole album was funny when you actually really go back and listen to it.
That was that was strictly for my niggas. But I could not believe that this nigga really went in there. Like you would have thought that she was in there cheating on dog.
Right.
The way that and then I got to listen, I was like, wait a minute. So I had to do a little finger slide back and like restart the video. I'm like, did she just tell that nigga he been gone since she was 7 months and she clearly is holding this baby?
Niggas gotta
And he justified it like, well, no, I wasn't there, but I was going through some shit.
But what? But no.
Why was she that calm and you technically have a stranger in your home?
But here's the thing: the fact that dude
he
said, "What
is
do
a
you?"
stranger.
How do you know it's not mine? Just at that point in time, what do you do? As the individual who is trying
Is
to
it either-
embarrass,
that voice got a little high pitched.
at that moment when you're trying to embarrass this
That was like,
woman,
you know,
and the bigger nigga just told you, well, technically, I've been fucking your bitch for a while now, so they actually might really be my baby. So calm
Like,
the
hey.
fuck down.
I got that 6-week pussy, nigga. Do something.
Big facts. Now what? What do you do?
I mean, you got
What
it,
do you
bro.
do?
You just gotta leave the room. You gotta go home. You shouldn't have been here in the
Back
first
out,
place.
Yo,
close
fuck.
the door, lock it, and
So
just
now
go
you want to
home.
get a DNA test because this bitch is nasty, so you claim. Couldn't find it. It is your kid. Now you got to pay child support. All because you couldn't mind your motherfucking business.
You've been gone since she was
somebody's
7.
house. What if dude was
Would have
start
beat
shooting?
your ass.
I mean,
By
any-
definition,
you
he
an
could've beat her
intruder.
ass.
You're an intruder.
You are.
I mean, you got a key, but
You've been
you ain't
gone
supposed to be here.
for at least 3
And
months.
then you think about it, she probably couldn't get her key back because it sounded like he disappeared, and she didn't know where the hell he was to
He
even
went
get
to
a
go
key
get
back.
And then it's like,
I mean, she could have changed her
And-
stuff, but still,
when you in an apartment, can you do that?
I would
They-
let them know,
They gonna
like I'm
increase-
in
they
danger,
gonna
and
charge you.
yeah.
I don't even think she was in danger. She probably thought the nigga was dead.
She could have had somebody check. You can get a locksmith. You just make sure your landlord get a
Look,
copy.
let's
of the key.
let
I
us all be
honestly
honest.
think
She did
she
not give a
probably
fuck
didn't
about that nigga anyway.
Well, I think she probably didn't even realize like he still had the key or anything. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
like,
that's the last thing you think. Of.
or if a nigga
Yeah,
ghosts you
I-
like
not
that,
me.
her
Okay,
pregnancy. When a nigga ghosts you while you pregnant, I highly doubt that you think that he's coming back. Especially through your fucking front door, literally.
She had
Literally.
Hey, you kind of calm though. Like if I got a key and I know ain't nobody else got a key that I'm thinking of, and my motherfucker door just magically starts to. You
Yeah.
kind of
Like,
calm,
everybody was so
fam.
calm.
Right? Like, yo, bro, we got a
everybody.
problem. Like, why you here? How you get
Even the
here?
dude in the bed, like you ain't jumped up. And
Right?
tried to
Like we
figure out,
upstairs
like,
and the motherfucker door open. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I shared the video on my Facebook page. I'll reshare.
See, that's
it so
why
that
I'm be at
it's-
nobody's house. Imagine
Well, I
you
shared
at
to the
somebody's house
group.
and that shit happened. Like
The
what?
tool-
No,
Tool was supposed to
no.
come
Man,
out
somebody-
immediately.
somebody opening the door, fam.
That's
Stop-
what you hear.
You
Stop
supposed
playing.
to-
No.
Dude is supposed to roll to the floor, get the tool out, come up on the side of the bed.
See,
Then we start asking questions after shots have been fired.
Right.
Well, we've talked about Rihanna. We cannot leave here without talking about her former other half, Chris Brown.
It's not his fault this time.
You know, when
Chris
we
was
were
like,
or
hey.
we actually talked about
He finished that shit.
Kylie Williams, you know, talking about her little, you know, her choo-choo moment. But she is in headlines again because she decided to
She wasn't
provoke
minding her business.
Chris Brown.
This bitch is trying to be on the island.
Chris
relevancy
Brown
so
and
bad.
Chloe Bailey have a new single coming out. I believe what's that, like the,
The video
24th
drop.
of this month?
Yeah, the video dropped already.
Yeah. So they
It's
got
actually
a new song, you know, collaboration, and she was unhappy with it. Let me see if I can, because I didn't have it pulled up.
Who was unhappy?
Kylie Williams.
Tongue-tied ass dog.
That bitch ain't been relevant
Shut
since.
up.
And it's funny because this story has like multiple layers to
He
it.
went off.
The fact that she went at one of the most pettiest niggas in the industry.
Listen,
Mhm.
Like,
And he's like, hold my beer.
Nigga light skin with blonde hair, and you thought you was finna one up
you
him.
thought you was gonna eat this nigga lives.
Mhm.
And he do cocaine too, so you know he got time.
I just want people to leave Chris Brown alone.
Really
Me
though.
too.
Just leave my man's alone.
My
well, he also had a caveat last night that I was reading
the fuck
about on
is going
Twitter.
on? Why
What
is
you
it
read on
damn-
Twitter?
They said that I guess he's over in the UK right now,
Okay.
and he had an appearance at a club in London, I guess last night or the night before, and the rule was no black girls. So the black girls was coming to try to get into like the VIP area, and they was getting turned around. And they said, "Sorry, no black girls allowed." So the girls will start going live and start posting videos on TikTok. It's all over. Like
And that's why he don't want y'all there, because y'all don't know how to act.
said, no black
You
girls
you
allowed.
proven why he don't want y'all ignorant British asses there. You don't have to sit down, pay your money and go on about your business.
And I don't even
We've
know if
seen
all
the
of them
Chris
were
Brown-
British. I think some of them might have gone over there.
We've
for
seen the
that.
$1,000 photos.
See, I
Y'all
go to
don't
look
know
at
how to
one
act.
thing, and then I'm disappointed because I see Positive K is using his rap career to tap into comedy.
he
has one- He has one song. What rap career?
Career.
I got a man.
He said, "See, I was looking for something else. Now here we go."
But
You
that's
wanna-
how it always
you
happens.
know-
You
Well,
wanna
since
read
we
some-
here.
Well, like, you want to read that article?
All right, so
read that next.
Go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage.
Kylie, she made a tweet and it says, let him come out with his own record. So genius, so captivating that it makes us all forget he beats women. He can't, so he won't. So what does he do? He slowly creeps back into the mainstream by getting small nods for features on Black women's merits. Black women who are more talented, more worthy, but give him the okay. I am swatting the fucking air right now. Garbage with vomiting emojis.
And this bitch ain't had a hit since when?
She ain't had a Cheetah Girls.
So Chris
You had to go
goes
be a
on.
fucking
Now
fictitious
this was
group.
on Twitter, but Chris goes on his Instagram story, and his caption before he starts going off, because he screenshots what she says, and then above that he types, "I'm getting tired of your broken promises."
And then starts to air
Damn
out.
it, this is
everything.
not. I keep forgetting this is not the touchscreen. So then he says, sorry, I got to get in for this one because I can't zoom in. It says, obviously, you were at a point in your life where you were either very broke or broken. The fact you think you have to speak negatively about me makes you look so lame. Your life and career must suck right now. He put it in caps, y'all. I'm just,
Good job. Good job.
Right.
I'm just,
Reading as stated.
minding your business would have been best, but I guess you don't have a business or a real job that makes you financially stable. I feel more embarrassed for you. I can't see that because it's behind the reply. to
That's what
Chris Brown
irritated me.
thing.
The sizes were all different.
For you blank your actual maturity. I can't see that.
And then he sends the other picture up that says, "Stop it."
Yeah.
Then he was all in her comments. Ooh, he gave that girl hell.
Did he? I see. I
He was all under her comments, putting trains and stuff under in her
See,
comments.
I didn't go that far.
Light skinned niggas got time.
That's what happens when you just out here wild.
It is the reincarnation of Prince and Michael Jackson. That is what Chris Brown is.
Like, I don't
He
mind.
said
Like,
Christopher Maurice Brown has always been against dark skinned
Oh, for
women,
sure.
apparently.
That's not the first time I heard that.
And I feel bad
has a
because
type.
as like the light skinned whisper, like dark skinned niggas be doing a little bit too much for me. It's not that I don't like dark skinned niggas because I've had some chocolate dick in my day. It's just
I mean, why?
if I go into an establishment, right?
Right.
If I go into an establishment and I'm like, there is
I
a
won't
bunch
go
of dark skinned niggas versus a bunch of light skinned niggas, I feel like one of these groups is gonna have me fighting for my life by the end of the night.
And mine would be the light skin one, so I'm going on the dark skin.
So with them, I feel like one, even if they do get a little rowdy, I'm knocking a couple of them out at least. We good. They gonna have to jump me. Dark skinned niggas, they just give me like
Black Air Force energy.
Really?
DMX belly vibes.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh, that was such a
steady.
dream.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
That was the greatest morning
Nah.
ever.
Cold fresh air.
Oh, so we're at a point where I'll get back to that real quick, but I just got a text and it's funny. So
Oh,
last night
Oh,
everything
no,
was
listen.
before we leave
Let
Chris
me go.
Brown, Chris Brown posted "Stop it." He captioned the image of him in the VIP section surrounded by black women. I have black queens all around me. Stop reaching.
That's on his IG.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Hey, shit, that Bob
It
dark
was in the- it
skinned
was
lady
in
in
the real
his
section, so it
past
might be
couple
gone.
videos. She got them
Ooh,
cheeks.
cold. Yes.
Yeah, and I think
Oh,
that
you know what?
everybody
He
probably,
had Normani too, and she's darker.
I think that everybody thought that he was gonna get, because a lot of people got put on to Under the Influence because of that viral clip of the audition of that one light skinned shit. And I think that they expected to see her in the video. So when the video actually came out, and then it was just these beautiful brown buns, I was like, but that's not the only video. He put her in that Call Me Every Day video too with Wiz Kid. She's
Yeah.
in there too. So I
Y'all
was-
need to leave my man C Breezy alone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like,
need
I-
his
No,
Afro
but his
Beats album.
thing. So
Should have
I'll go
Black
back
fans
like
around.
as far as like with the
let
post.
him do his cocaine in peace.
I see he posted the video, but
He-
Mm.
But after that, he got to airing out everybody.
Yeah, he did.
He was because he's like, y'all keep now. He wasn't 17 at the time, but you know, in anger, maybe it was, you know,
Or was he trying to
give
say
or take a couple
17
years.
years ago?
yeah.
Something like that.
But
He was on a roll. Let him
Yeah,
go.
he was.
yeah, but he was basically saying like, if y'all go keep, you know, holding this over me, but y'all ain't saying nothing about none of these white motherfuckers. Y'all keep talking about cancel culture and me and shit, and then he just got to going down the list, and it's like you got motherfuckers like Josh Brolin. He played Thanos, and that nigga's under Disney, so for him to get arrested
Mm.
for DV, and Disney casted him for some shit, and he got casted in what?
A major role at that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Man,
Um.
Thanos ain't did nothing but snap his fingers.
So
On
It was
somebody's
all
head.
type of. It was women
Right.
in there.
Bitch, where's my dinner?
Right.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
But you know, like
Them
Brad,
people probably
like
went on IG and was like, "Now why am I in it? I was my
well,
my
Blueface
business."
did.
Oh yeah, he
Blueface
responded
definitely
Because
did.
he
so
called
he
straight.
brought up and he was, but he had a fucking
He
point.
he was on point. He definitely
had a
did.
point.
He
And
did.
he said it, and he was like, y'all hate domestic violence so much, but y'all are the same motherfuckers that tune in
Yeah.
every week to see Blueface and Krishan beat the shit out of each other every week.
Mhm.
That was a valid point.
It was.
That was a valid point.
I mean, much of what he said was I can't argue with it.
You know,
Mhm.
and to that effect, somebody then posted a screenshot of the same Kylie Williams asking people to send her clips
Oh yeah, because I saw
of Blueface and Krishan.
because she said something about
She was like, "Because I need to watch somebody else's mess other than my own."
I seen
Yes,
that.
I saw that. Yeah,
But
that's
you
what she
hate
said.
men that beat women, though.
Right.
When I tell you,
Make it make
that
sense.
y'all know that meme of Marge Simpson when she like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that's what Blueface hit Krishan with on the side of that building,
Right.
bro. I seen it.
Is this
That's
before?
not funny,
Is this
but that
before or
meme-
after the bottle?
I don't know.
Cause man, the fact that she
The
I
fact
heard
that
about
she
that.
didn't need a fucking appendectomy after that shot, like, cause that nigga hit her with the hood.
she hit
She
dog with-
folded up a little bit. Now I said that's a tough bitch because she got up, but I'm like, I think he got the wind out of her, you know, for a little bit. But he caught her good. And then he need her.
So
I said, this
ridiculous.
nigga mean business.
Yo,
That
Hey,
is just
we not-
so
this
ridiculous.
ain't funny.
dude.
They be they be scrapping and they go home and watch
Right.
TV together.
Fam, when she hit him with the
And eat
bottle,
dinner.
I just want us to be out. The
she
group chat.
made
I don't
him
wanna be in
lay
group
on the
chat anymore.
couch, and she took care of him after she fucked him up. Like she picked the glass out of his head.
No,
I was like,
I know too
yo,
much about
this
them,
motherfucker's
and I don't like that.
nuts.
I don't like.
Don't
that.
hit me with a bottle, then pick the glass
Oh,
out my
like,
here-
look
motherfucker's
what
here-
you even made me
I had
do.
to go
I had
find
to
the
go-
Blueface post. He said the truth could never be at this.
Nope, we're not doing that yet.
Oh.
Because everybody saw that, but they didn't actually go on Blueface's Instagram and see that he was recording videos before he posted that. So before, Blueface was actually talking a little slick. He posted that at the end, though. The shit that he actually tagged Chris Brown in. Before posting that, all of the little, because how long is Instagram video? Like, they like
think
10
it's like
seconds a
30
piece
yeah,
or something?
they
30,
short.
whatever.
They're about a minute now. You can go up to a minute.
All right. So, oh, and is it like Facebook where like not Facebook, Snapchat, where it's like even though it goes up to a minute, it's still breaking it up?
Mm-mm.
'Cause it- 'cause
Not
it-
anymore.
Instagram,
Not
they
anymore.
stopped
Because I don't think it was a minute per thing. It was going continuous.
And when you
but,
doing an Instagram story, it stopped, and you gotta
All right.
post it.
well, either way, just kind of nutshell of what he was saying is basically like, bro, me and my bitch ain't got nothing to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
But right now you basically like on the internet crying and whining like, but they did it too. That's really how he said it. Like, but they did it too. Like, niggas can do the same crime, they can do the crime together, whatever. Everybody ain't gonna get the same time. You got to take your sentence type
Yeah.
shit. So you feeling like motherfuckers not coming for us and all of this shit, and they coming for you, like
Also valid.
you gotta take that.
Right. I punched Krishan Rock. You punched Rihanna. You kind of got to eat that one, G.
Yeah. But then you got Rock in the background agreeing like, shit, if you beat the bitch up, you beat the bitch up. You know how she talk.
Oh, it's not
Yo,
supposed to
the
be
bitch
funny
you
at
beat up
all.
co-signing the ass whooping.
Right.
Hey man,
And at the point, I think this nigga had a fucking black eye while recording the fucking video.
He probably did.
But, you know, so he's basically saying, like, he was like, well, he starts off before he gets to that point. It's like, it's high, low, high. Where he starts off being, you know, empathetic and shit. Like, I get it, you know, under the pressure, you got people coming for you and all of this little kind of shit, you know, over something that, you know, shit happens, you know, we go through whatever. And then it goes to the, you basically being a bitch and throwing us all under the bus and we ain't got shit to do with that. And then it's,
Like, hey, man.
oh, well, the truth could never be a diss because, you know, whatever. So I don't know if that post was actually him saying him speaking the truth could never be a diss to Chris Brown, or if Chris Brown's truth couldn't be considered a diss to him, because I actually watched the videos. So people might have felt like, well, oh, well, he coming for Chris, like basically saying, like, nigga, you being a pussy about this
Yeah.
situation. And he could be like, well, shit, I was just telling the truth. I ain't dissing a nigga. We
Yeah.
cool. So that can go either way.
I think
Right.
all in the same is all like
And
it's
Chris
all
reposted
truthful.
it because that's what he was tagged in. I don't know if Chris Brown had even saw them
The
little
other
videos.
ones, yeah.
He didn't see the meat. He got
Right.
the booty bread of conversation.
I
he,
mean, I
he
feel-
didn't get the meat and cheese part of the sandwich. That nigga got the butt bread of the combo where he literally tagged Chris Brown and was like, you know, the truth could never be a diss.
Mhm.
Me and him cool, you know, we same type of player ass niggas, blah, 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 blah.
he
So
probably
that's
didn't
what
know.
Chris reposted. But that whole situation is just nuts because it's like, y'all beat the shit out of each other every fucking week. And then
Every
even
week. Damn
bro,
near every
even
day.
I was
when
gonna say every
when
day.
y'all not on the clock, you niggas are still fighting on TMZ. Like y'all are clocked out for the day. Production crew has gone home, and you niggas is still giving body shots on the
They'll
side
be
of
on IG
buildings.
Live boxing.
I'm sorry, I just can't get over the body shot because I don't think a nigga ever tried to hit me with a body shot before. I mean, just in general,
Hey,
just period.
punching your girl in the ribs is
Like
crazy.
the thought of like, why would you do that? Like,
Right.
I don't
Hey,
And
man.
the
How did
fact
we
that
get
she's
here?
supposed to be pregnant now too. is the other
Sometimes you
part.
gotta slow a bitch down.
I told y'all when we was here the last time, the very same day that she announced her pregnancy, I'm like, bro, ain't that the same pink jogging suit from the emergency? She was scrapping with two bitches outside.
Yeah.
So
She be
yeah,
all in
I
the
I
just
club.
mean,
she be
hey,
kicking
I'm
it.
all for Chris Brown slander, but can we pick a new topic? Yes, he did it. He punched her. Whatever happened in that motherfucking car, it happened. But
So-
Rihanna said, "You are forgiven."
Well, it wasn't just Rihanna though. They were saying like you have a history of this. They were saying Carucci has a permanent restraining order because she played videos in court of him saying that he was going to kill her. So they're saying it's not just Rihanna. After that, you kept doing it over and over again.
Chris Brown.
There's multiple
Oh,
women
well
at
then,
this point.
Chris
yeah, you should
Brown-
probably relax.
Chris
he
Brown
think he OJ.
does cocaine. That's
So he
the-
has a history of
he has
getting his hands
cocaine
on
in his
women.
system. Cocaine makes niggas do weird shit. He's light skinned and blonde.
Well,
so
that
he's probably
cocaine got
aggressive.
people
Just
talking
remember,
about you
he
the way they
does
talking about you.
I
cocaine.
mean, he did throw like a mic stand through like the NBC studio window or some shit
He
like
does
that. Like, folks,
see, and I don't know none of this shit.
he-
because
I
still
mean, he
wild.
spoke facts, but we can't. He definitely
And
he
here's
has
the
a
thing.
problem.
I don't know like all of the Chris Brown news because honestly, I didn't like Chris Brown.
Tune the nigga out.
And it wasn't me not liking him as a person. It didn't have nothing to do with Rihanna. I wasn't a fan of Chris Brown's music until way
Yeah,
later.
it's
And
older.
even then, I've never been like a huge. Oh my god! I
I
have
think-
to see him.
I
have
think the
to-
very first song of his that I really fucked with was "Take You Down." I don't think I really
Yeah.
like.
because the other one was the younger
I don't think
teenage.
I
No.
started liking- I didn't start liking Chris Brown until he started popping on other people's stuff.
Wait,
After.
it was no. I think it was one song before that, but I didn't like the radio in the video version that they put out. Was it With You? But it was a different, or no, not With You, but I think it was just called You, but it was a different version of it.
It probably was that.
It was like a slower, but that was like I was not a Chris Brown because honestly, he irritated the fuck out of me. Because he was just going around just fucking crumping for no reason.
Yeah.
Like,
He was always
So I'm
down.
gonna say I am a Chris Brown fan. However,
That's why they killed him.
yeah.
That's why they got him out of here and stomped the yard.
Get him out of here. Hey,
ASAP.
but I hated that fucking dumbass grin and just going around and just like you trying to get a bitch number and you just
you just
Right.
irking
dancing
and
around
jerking
her.
and shit. Like,
Mhm.
If I got friends and you got friends,
don't let us go over 2 hours, so there ain't gonna be no replay.
Don't blame that on me.
Oh dang.
You the one who just started talking about Chris Breeze.
No,
just
no,
went
no,
over
no, no.
to-
This was y'all fault because y'all got us off track for a minute.
we was talking about Chris Brown.
I was in one line. No, not right now. It was earlier. I had to bring us back.
We always go off track for about 10 minutes.
But yeah, I
It's your man on the floor.
yeah, but it did
He
it.
definitely was doing that with that.
Yeah,
video.
If he ain't, let me know. Like, dog, sit the fuck down.
I told you, dog, and running, he was doing too much.
And so it definitely took me a long time to be able to tolerate his music. But at
That's
the
crazy.
time,
You
also
started-
when he was introduced on the scene, I feel like his music wasn't geared towards
It wasn't
a
for you.
motherfucker like me. So, it is what it is.
I feel like he should just focus on the people that still love and appreciate whatever it is the fuck that he do.
Well, I think the problem is not so much the fans. I think it's Hollywood. Because,
Yeah.
more recently, like his American Music Awards performance, like he was supposed to be doing this
Oh, yeah,
cold
they
ass MJ
canceled it.
tribute,
right.
and that got canceled. So that's why when he got to airing everybody out, it didn't have shit to do with the fans. It was because he said that he was like, oh, but y'all ain't gonna call this out because those y'all friends, y'all buddies, y'all whatever. And then he got to posting all of the white people. So I think his thing is all you like media and Hollywood motherfuckers is coming at me about this shit. But you motherfuckers been drug addicts. Y'all done fucking been accused of rapes, murdering it. Like Marky Mark was a fucking racist, bro. And where is he at? As Mark Wahlberg kicking it with Denzel and
Hey,
making all these kind of
but
movies and shit.
To the best of my knowledge, Mark Wahlberg ain't out here yelling nigga every 3 minutes. You got a history of beating motherfuckers up, bro.
But here,
Like, you cannot say, America, take me back. I'm very sorry that I hit Rihanna, and then you did this to Karuchi, and then you doing this to random
Keep
people.
doing it over
Like,
and
you
over
keep
again.
doing it and then keep
But
saying my bad. Like,
here's-
no, shut
but-
up.
Hey,
You can't keep
but
doing
here's
it.
the thing. He's minding his own business over here.
Well, so here's my
None
thing.
of this would have been out
Because
there in the public
I-
if this bitch didn't go bother him. He was over here minding his business, tooting his coke, enjoying his day.
So here's my thing.
With
I
his friends on the floor.
I don't even know his friends was there.
If you
I
ain't,
can
let
only
me know.
go. I can only go about like shit that I see that other people post and stuff because, like I said, I'm not a big Chris Brown news person. A lot of people's arguments were the fact, like in those cases, it wasn't anything that was convictions or settlements or anything.
Mhm.
So they're looking at it like nothing ever progressed past allegations in those situations. And being a person that has a record, I know how you get branded off some shit. And I know how motherfuckers tried to use that shit against me because they knew how easy it was for my image to be like, they was automatically gonna believe this motherfucker just because it was me. It got to a point where after so many, then motherfuckers was like, nah, they just on some shit. Like, we not even finna bother you with this no more. But I used to get put through hell for that because
Well,
motherfuckers, they'll use public perception against you as a weapon.
Yeah.
but he works in a business that is relationship based to a degree of like whether it's true or not. If I hear,
Ain't nobody got Trey Songs out of here.
but not, but
That
what I'm
part.
saying though, like he
you
work,
ain't seen or heard from him.
he
for
work
minute,
in a
though.
business
They
that's based
still
on
love R.
relationships.
Kelly's music.
So it's like whether you did it or not.
That's why I said it's not so much the fans because
If
niggas
a-
still support R. Kelly.
If a motherfucker call me and be like, "Hey, yo, meet me on some hot shit, bro. Don't do that." Whether she did it or not, and I've been fucking with you for 35 years, I'm gonna trust your judgment, and I'm not gonna fuck with that. And that's what they be doing to bro. Motherfucker make one phone call and get all this shit shut down. So you lucky you can still go overseas and
Well,
do
yeah,
a
he
show.
said overseas, show him plenty. love.
Because
That's why
all
he
the
be over
motherfucker
there.
really got to do is make one phone call and get you out of here.
But overseas have different rules and regulations.
But you understand what I'm saying.
I
Well,
get what
somebody
you're saying.
keep making that one phone call.
Right. Motherfuckers is stopping
They keep
dog
doing
at
it
every
over and
turn
over.
because you're not sorry for what you're doing. You keep doing that shit.
Cocaine's a hell of a
So the
drug.
more you keep doing it, the more we're
Well,
gonna keep making that one phone call.
But cocaine is just readily available.
You got. I've never in my life heard of a permanent restraining order. Permanent.
Ever.
Stay away from her.
Forever, motherfucker,
No,
forever.
I mean, in her defense,
Now I was 5 was the max. And
How
then had to renew it.
how bad have you been doing me that like,
No,
bro?
he had no boundaries with her. If
Forever.
you think about back when he broke up with her, he was showing up at restaurant. He got her name in the song.
Right, it was like,
You want me to say your name, girl? Karuchi.
You know what I'm saying? I can't remember something, but he just randomly just like yelled her name. So that probably is why he got
This
a
girl like,
one.
leave me alone. Move
Like,
on.
look, fam, I'm trying to do claws over here with
That
Niecy
little-
Nash.
That little pussy has some
he
power.
didn't have
Victor over here
boundaries.
trying to have a good time.
He was not respecting
Victor
her
Cruz.
boundaries.
Well, when you got good pussy, that's what happens.
I mean,
Yeah.
There's no. You respect my boundaries. I don't care what type of.
I don't gotta respect
Coochie
shit.
I
Who
have.
gonna check me?
The
Okay.
law.
And
Right.
apparently the law
Period.
can't even check that
Period.
nigga.
Right.
Well, the law did check him. Stay
Well,
away
Chris-
from her
Law and
permanently.
Chris
the
Brown
law,
ain't
my
been
boy.
in jail,
Permanently.
so
man, y'all know them restraining orders don't keep people away.
right.
Hey.
All right.
They don't. I actually listened to a 911 call. It resurfaced, but it was really, this happened back in 2013 where the lady called in to 911 to say, my ex-boyfriend is trying to break into my house. He's trying to get in the door. Now he's trying to come through a window. I need, somebody to help. And the 911 operator is fucking telling her, well, can't you just tell him to go away? Like, I don't have any officers to send. Can't you just tell him to leave?
Wow.
Bitch, what do you think I have done?
And
I
then
have
she
told
ended
him
up
that I'm
dead.
calling
Then
y'all.
what?
Uh,
'Cause that's how it always
How,
happens.
wait. So how's that supposed to go?
luckily, she didn't die, but he did. Like, he eventually made his way in. And he beat her up and sexually assaulted her.
Like, what was she supposed to say? Well, I'm on the phone with 911. They say you should go
Hey, can
away.
we sue the
And she
city
was
for
like,
that?
"Oh,
But that's the thing.
man."
So she's like, well, there's nothing that she basically telling him, like, there's nothing that she can do. But if he does actually come in and assault her, that she can call him back.
And that's the thing. You have to actually call when it's actually happening, which is a fucked up part
To
too.
keep a record of it.
And so that's the thing.
So,
But even then,
you're
it's
supposed to
like
get
they
your ass
don't
whooped.
Dog,
You
the
call.
law is fucking
You have to
crazy.
call
They don't
while
do
it's
nothing.
happening.
Look,
if you,
you
if
know
you
what?
come to report it afterwards, they're not going to do
No.
anything. Because that's what happened with my situation. I went to the police the next day because I wasn't able to go at the time, clearly, because what was happening, and they told me because I did not call when it was going on, they couldn't do anything.
But even when you call when they have something going on, 2 hours before my niece died, the police was there and broke them up. He sent her walking down Atkinson, 5th and Atkinson, at about 12:30 a.m. and told him to go the other way, and y'all stay away from each other. But they
What's
was
that
just
gonna
fighting.
do?
And
Hey,
now
bro,
2
give
hours
me a
later,
ride.
2 hours later, y'all back because now you got a body here.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the opportunity to intervene and do better. But y'all just said separate. You go that way, walking down the streets on 5th and on Atkinson, and
In
you
the
go in
middle
this
of the
car that
night.
way. And all this nigga did was went and park somewhere for 30 minutes and came right back.
And wait for everybody to leave.
You could have handled that way better, but you didn't.
If you ever think that you finna assault me
Listen,
and I have to call the law, because I'm a felon. I have to call regardless because
Yeah.
I have to cover my ass. Because this is what I used to have to do with my ex. They go here, me telling you what the issue is, and eventually you go hear death rattle.
mm-hmm.
Because I heard that on one of them calls. And I'm like, damn, bro, really back there struggling, but I bet he ain't go breaking nobody else's house. I didn't know how true that was. I didn't know I was gonna die.
Oh,
And
wait. No, why would you do that to me? Why would you do that?
Hey, broken clock wrong 2 times a day.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That was I know it's gonna die.
Right.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Pretty-
That was supposed to be funny, man.
Like, what the hell did that turn around to?
Yeah, but he's
Mhm.
telling them, and it's like you be trying. I hear these calls, and it's like they're trying to tell you like the urgency, like, bro, I really need y'all to get a motherfucker here,
And they just don't.
and
care.
they,
They don't take you serious. till
when
it's
they
too
telling
late.
you
right.
that, and it's crazy because if a white bitch call and be like, hey, this nigga's minding his business, you motherfuckers pull up 3 cars, these
ASAP.
lights blaring, sirens on.
ASAP.
Hey, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, buddy? Hands out of your pockets. Y'all show up quick
Mhm.
as fuck.
Hey, it's a nigga here, minding his business.
Right.
Y'all show up quick as fuck.
What you doing, buddy?
But I can
Minding my
call
business,
you and
bro.
actively tell, like you can hear glass breaking in the background of these calls. Like somebody is breaking into my house. I am terrified. I don't. Just keep calm, keep quiet. We'll get somebody there as soon as we can. Motherfuckers show up 30, 45 fucking minutes later. And it's like, y'all rush for the dumb shit. Cause let me get pulled over on motherfucking Capitol. And y'all find out that my plates was bad or anything. You don't even need this bitch to stop, but your buddies is finna pull over. Cause I ain't got shit to do. And all of a sudden there's 2-3 cars behind me and I'm sitting on the curb for a traffic stop. That's why y'all can't get the fucking real calls on time because y'all too busy harassing motherfuckers for driving. So me hearing this, and he's like, I'm upstairs. He was like, and he freaking out because he can hear when I'm come up the stairs. And he telling he like, I'm armed. You can tell like he don't want to shoot and kill them, but it's gonna be me or you, nigga.
Right.
So then the lady's basically telling him to, be cool or whatever. And you hear them shots go off. And she's like, sir, are you there? Are you there? And I panic because I'm like, I'm thinking that it's the homeowner.
Right.
Because he goes and he comes back. He's like, yeah, he going to need some help.
Period.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Yo,
Hey, I'm
Somebody
sorry,
call
but
the
play
coroner.
stupid games, win stupid prizes, my nigga.
that
Right.
nigga said, yeah, I'm good.
He like,
But he gonna need some help.
he like, yeah, he's down. He's down. He's down. And you hear it.
See? Wait, did he die?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that
damn.
nigga gone.
Did y'all see the video with that woman
I can't
cop?
feel bad for you. You broke in this man's house.
Right.
You
Yeah.
got your ass slumped.
There's a video with a woman cop. It came out like a week ago, and the guy they was in Chicago, and he was trying to rob her, and she kept telling him, "I'm gonna shoot you."
Oh, on the street?
Yeah,
she was
Yeah.
he
unarmed.
died. Yeah, no, she was armed.
duty.
She told him, "I'm
She was
going to
off
shoot
duty.
you." She kept
She
saying
was
that.
like, I'm gonna
He
shoot
kept,
you.
and then he was like, "Oh man, you really shot me!" Like, and then I want to laugh because he ended up dying, but you could hear he was like,
Nah,
he said,
some
hold on," but he wouldn't let her go. She kept pop.
Some shit.
shit.
He said,
You
"I don't
just-
want to die, ma'am. I don't want to die."
Yes, you did.
You ever?
But she kept
Nah.
saying, "I told you."
When
She said, "I told you that I was
When
going to
you
shoot you."
decide, hey, this person has warned me that they have a firearm, I am going to proceed
Then
with
that's it,
assaulting
then.
and robbing.
There it is.
You ever,
At that point, you did want to die.
you ever see the
Yeah.
Facebook video of like it's a chick and it's a
You
dude?
gamble and you hit snake
And
eyes.
she was
You
trying.
lost.
She was telling bro like to get the fuck out, and he seen that she had a gun. You ain't gonna shoot me. You ain't gonna do shit with that little motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
Bow! And then he hit the floor. He was like, "Oh, you shot me!" Like, yo, she told your dumb ass
told you that
she
I
was
was
gonna
going to
blow
do
your
it.
shit,
Yeah,
and
like-
you tried it. She shot your goofy ass.
and that's one of the things, and I feel like things do happen for a reason, and I feel like I caught my case fairly early because had I did not catch a federal case at the time that I did, I definitely would have had a state case by now. Maybe not, because I know that I wouldn't have been reckless enough to just been upping on niggas for no reason, but I do know that before the age of 40, I definitely would have shot a nigga by now.
For sure.
It would have been justified for me doing it, but niggas definitely would have called hot ones for me by now. Because niggas get too comfortable. They don't like having hand-to-hand combat with niggas, but they always think that they finna try to punch a bitch in her shit.
And I will knock you the hell out.
And if you know anything about Maddie Dinkins, she didn't give a fuck about putting a hot one in nobody.
Oh, my grandma was like that too.
Granny had some tools on her. We was cleaning out her shit like, God damn.
My grandma would
SWAT.
take her gun off and put it on top of the hood of the car. Like, you come over here if you want to.
She had the Miska Mauska too.
Like, man, like,
Oh,
backpack.
Toodles.
a Barney bag full. Which one we using today?
Like, man.
Too many Glocks. In
Literally.
And it's funny because my mom and my mom, my mom ain't never been in no real shit. But it's like my mom ended up getting one of my granny shotguns. And it's like I was at the time that I was on probation, like she had to prove like that it was, in a locked room, like I couldn't get access and all of that little kind of shit because I was living in the house. But even then, I'm like, y'all don't know how many times. Like I honestly, if I weren't a felon already, I think the first nigga that I would have shot would have been my step pops. I'd have lit that nigga down. But I'm also kind of a weirdo because I think for the most part, like, because I can't possess firearms. Period. I didn't even want to have firearms to really shoot people. I was more of leaning towards pistol whipping. Cause like you think you finna punch me, nigga, I got something for you. I'm finna put this steel on your lip.
You
That shit
gonna,
look like it
you gonna pistol whip him
hurts.
like Kane did Chauncey?
Yep.
The nigga said, "Oh dog, you strapped and you know weird." That nigga said, "Give me your gun."
Right.
What you gonna do with that?
Britt said just like when down at Poorman's, they only came for the women. You know, speaking of Poorman's, because like downtown, did anybody else see that the Bucks like they put in the bid for the All-Star game to come here? People are upset because people like me are realistic.
Saying we not gonna get it?
It's not that I said that we not gonna get it.
I don't want it.
I said
they gonna get it.
With
I
said
they gonna get it.
it's not that I don't feel that we are going to get it, that we can't ever host it, but we are not equipped for that shit right now.
Yeah,
And the reason I feel that way is because our downtown ain't shit.
Yeah, like when you
Our
when you
downtown
go to
radius
Chicago,
is about the size of this fucking Chromebook.
when you go to
Okay.
Chicago, when you can go to Chicago, there's no reason to come to
Bro,
Milwaukee.
you go from Juneau to Clybourne,
That's it.
that's downtown, because everything else is you in the third ward. Like you're no longer downtown. So it's like when you look at our accommodations.
Yeah, we're not a tourist type of city. Like,
Thank
we
you.
don't have no
Thank you.
attractions to get people here. It's like the All-Star game is in the fucking winter. The only reason anybody would come to this piece of anybody would ever come to Milwaukee, it might be for Summerfest. That's in the summer. Ain't no All-Star game there.
And that's what I was trying.
The weather probably not. I mean, they in Utah now. Hell, I know it's cold in Utah.
But it's lit in Utah.
No.
But
I've never
from
been
people
there,
that I've
so-
talked to that have been like, you know, they've been in like Salt Lake City
Yeah,
and
like, it's
in
cracking.
Indiana and all them places. They're like, even though, you know, you look at them like, it's kind of weak. Like their downtown areas
Oh
is what they
yeah,
supposed
my
to
family
be.
lives in
Nigga,
Indiana.
they
We
just-
always go downtown and do stuff. And
Right.
There's plenty of stuff to do.
Right. And that's the thing.
And
Like,
here it's not.
bro,
it's
we don't even
not-
got a fucking mall downtown no more. And it's like
There's
Milwaukee.
literally nothing to do.
Milwaukee is not a city where our downtown caters to rich niggas.
Not enough.
And who come to fucking All-Star? That's where rich niggas come and
you
show
would
the
think with
fuck out.
stadium,
And
they
it
would
don't be
kinda
just
start-
regular niggas. Like, you ain't just gonna look at the All-Star game and then all of a sudden be like, hey, y'all, look, it's Cuckoo Cow. Like, no, you got A-list celebrities.
Hey, it's Baby Drew.
You know? Like, it's A-list celebrities. Actual A-listers that go to the fucking All-Star games.
Yeah.
They don't wanna
downtown
come
don't
here.
match the arena
At all.
It's once you step off, like
I
it's
mean,
just-
like,
it don't
I
match.
totally understand your realism because me as a wrestling fan, I get it because it's certain shit that we as wrestling fans want to come here, but it's not just about where you're gonna put it. You can put anything in fucking Miller Park because it's big enough. It's just WrestleMania type shit or SummerSlam. Like people come, it's a tourist attraction. So once you come
And
to
then
the city,
what do WrestleMania and All-Star have
it's
in
a
common?
weekend.
It's a full
weekend.
fucking weekend.
It's a weekend thing. So you're coming for the show, but the show is
staying
at
for the
night.
day.
What are you
Yeah.
doing? Like you coming to kick it? Ain't shit to do here when you get here. You want me to take y'all niggas to Mayfair? Like what is that where y'all want to go?
Oh my god, yeah, the mall.
Ain't nobody
They
going
don't
to
even
fucking
have-
Mayfair,
where
man.
they shot?
So some of the points that I made were okay. Number one, like I've already said, like our radius of downtown is ass. You go motherfuckers, they downtown might be fucking. You gotta
Yeah.
catch transportation like little mini trains and shit. Like we don't have that. I can literally walk through the entire downtown on an hour lunch break.
That's about a that's a fact.
I can take my hour lunch break and walk through the entire downtown. That's how small our shit is. So that's number one. But then you also have to look at the fact, like I said, the type of crowd that we would be expecting and anticipating to attend All-Star weekend, because it is a weekend thing. What the fuck places do we have that you finna see motherfuckers post up partying and putting on their Instagram stories and shit?
Allure.
Like We don't have no clubs like that. We have little bars. And they just like, because Britt made me think about it when she brought up Portman's, they just let niggas beat the shit out of bitches in Portman's a few weeks ago. What the fuck they finna do with a full fucking a whole camp of tourists coming this month? Y'all couldn't even control the local bums. And then y'all finna bring a whole bunch of new motherfuckers in the city. Like we don't have that tourist appeal for our downtown. That doesn't mean that I don't feel like they can't build it up and then we eventually are able to host shit like
That's
that.
what I think they're trying to do because they're putting in for 25, 26. They're not putting in for 24. So
But
I think that's what they're trying to do.
Anyway.
Yeah, they're going to
24 is Indiana.
Yeah, they're going to
But
Indiana.
and that's the thing, like even 25, 26, I really don't see that as
But
being
you
like
know
a
what?
realistic
Another
thing.
perspective
2030,
is-
2030, I'm with it.
Yeah, y'all go build some more hotels and shit because you're like, oh, well, people
and
need
probably a
places
few
to
more-
stay.
Yeah.
But all niggas downtown do is complain. Y'all complain about all the places that's already open down there. Y'all not
Yeah.
finna open no more.
But
Look
you
how
know
bad.
what?
Look how much they fought Silk opening downtown, a fucking strip club. What do niggas want to do
Did that
when they
ever
go
open?
party?
That
They
didn't
want
open.
to see titties and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
We ain't getting no
And then our
All-Star
strip
game.
clubs ain't even got no thick hoes unless you go in the hood.
But we
Wow.
might think that, but people who don't live here might look at Milwaukee from a different perspective, and to them, that all of the stuff we said,
They
was
don't even
wrong.
think black
They
people live here.
think that's very true because that's the one thing they be like, black people live more.
Because I know some niggas out there like, you from
Milwaukee?
Milwaukee,
Hey,
bro?
Britt said,
Yeah.
Kayla, remember when we met Ice Mom? I hated that song so
At El
much.
Greco because he was oh yes,
Bro, I hated that song so
Shawty
much.
thick in the mood.
I
Love
hated
is-
Shorty thick than the
Bing-wong,
motherfucker, and I hated the
bing-wong.
fuck out of Gucci Mane. So icy. I hated that. Everybody loved that song except me.
Hey, man.
I got
didn't like
maced
it
to
either.
that song inside the lyric on Fond du Lac. I needed some ice for my fucking eyeballs, bitch. My shit was on fire. But yeah, but it's like, and then
Why?
you go
Why
to
is
these.
that in your memory bank? fam? Now you should have let that.
You never forget when traumatic shit happens. to
You should have let that one go.
You've never been maced.
I have not.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to be either.
Maybe that's why
Um,
Randy still feel you maced him.
You never forget getting maced, bro.
That nigga was all on Twitter. Yeah, Mimi maced me. I was like,
I ain't even
bro.
had no fucking mace. But no, so with the and then it's like downtown, like we don't got no fucking mall down there no more. Niggas love to shop, they love to floss, and they love to spend and throw money. We don't have places to throw money at. We
They'll be in
we
Brookfield at
don't.
the mall. So they might
We
be in
don't.
Milwaukee.
Like when you are downtown, you expect to see big, pretty buildings and shit. You want to have places to go, have places to dine. We got what? Carson's, Rodizio,
We can take you to
Capitol Grill.
We'll take you to
It's
the
like a
North
couple,
West
you know.
Hotel.
But it's
They got punch bowl down there.
Punch bowl soda? Crack.
Yeah, but
Chicken and waffles was to die for. But
You
I
know
told
what?
you that's my spot.
that
I
ain't
mean,
gonna
they might
keep
be
them
able to eat
Because
motherfuckers-
good.
it's
It's
the
a lot of
sweet and
different restaurants
spicy
out
that
there.
gets you. But yeah, I am
We'll see what the-
especially because we have Giannis, and I feel like they ain't gonna do what they need to do. Like, cause they like, look, we got this nigga, man. We got
Right, we gotta
he,
bring.
he's
Right.
he's a
everybody
draw.
getting a home
I'm-
All-Star game, but my nigga. You
Yeah,
gotta get
you
right.
know, and I feel like they are going to try to build around him, which is good for us. But right now, Milwaukee, we are not equipped for that shit. They have a lot to do. And one of my other points is Milwaukee has a terrible habit of wanting to hold on to this old world charm shit,
Oh,
right?
They need to let that shit go.
That shit we can do.
Especially on the east and downtown. So it's like you got motherfuckers coming in and shit, even if it's Airbnbs, the motherfuckers want to stay close to downtown, but they gonna have old ass radiators and paint peeling these salmon colored fucking
Ain't got no
bathrooms
damn
and shit.
view, no
Lead
view.
poisoning.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's true.
Like we are not.
We not ready yet.
And it's crazy because bro, we're not even that far from Chicago, but look how ahead of us they is with dining and entertaining.
Listen,
Like
gotta
dining and
have a good
entertainment
time in
is
Chicago.
crazy. Like and it's
they downtown.
a fucking hour and a half, and you feel like you done just took a whole fucking trip somewhere. And that's why me and Dude used to always duck off from Chicago
It's
for
so
the
much to
weekends
do.
because it's so much shit
You
to
gonna
do.
eat good. You got downtown. It's activities all over the place. Like you won't have a dull moment.
And
at
they
all.
strip clubs don't close early.
Yeah, nothing.
You just gotta stay off
Right,
Oblak.
nothing. Yeah, you gotta watch watch it.
And it's like, so y'all want to have an all-star game and everything closed here at 2:00 and we don't got a lot of shit to do to get it.
What they're gonna do is they're gonna allow them to stay open late. That's the only thing they're gonna do, and that's
I don't know why, because they gonna be at capacity, so it ain't gonna be no fucking point.
Exactly, every single spot.
Everything is, and then okay, you look at, well, you got Brady Street down there. There's a lot of bars down there. Ain't no fucking where to park.
Right.
That's really the big thing.
They can
It's
park at
nowhere
the
to
Walgreens.
It's nowhere to park because it ain't nowhere to fucking go down there.
Yeah.
They don't need parking when it ain't nowhere to fucking go. And then the spots that you do go in, you got all these niggas, because you know it's gonna be niggas. You got a whole bunch of niggas coming in. They gonna have their jewelry, their little flash shit. And where they go? Water Street. What's Water Street gonna do? You niggers can't get in here dressed like that. And then that's gonna be that.
Yep.
Where else they finna fucking go?
Right.
Yeah, well, hey, keep hope alive. Y'all keep wishing for it. It might happen. I don't see it. Closest thing y'all niggas getting to the All-Star game is if y'all pick Milwaukee on 2K in the franchise mode. When they ask you, where the fuck would you like the All-Star game in 2025?
Because I asked, I said, when you think about it, I said, because All-Star games bring out A-list celebrities and big spenders. Where the fuck are they gonna go besides the casino?
That's true.
Because
oh my god, nowhere.
Because
Maybe
Potawatomi is the only
Chicago.
place that's 24 hours, and that's the only place that they're gonna be able to really throw money like that.
Damn.
Potawatomi gonna have to open up a strip club in the back.
And I'm gonna be pissed off because it's like y'all didn't get him nothing else to do, so now I can't get on my favorite slots. Then I'm gonna be upset.
You might get to sit next to Gucci on the slot machine.
I don't give a fuck about that unless he throwing me something to put in the slot machine.
He might.
Like I don't give a fuck about none
You
of
give
that.
him some gambling tips, teach him how to hit the slot machine.
Like, bro,
Yeah,
tell you what,
Wayne gonna be there
throw me $500 if I hit this jackpot. I got you.
Just $500.
And then because I know how the rules work, I hit the button so the money go to me.
Don't come to Milwaukee. Stay away, far away. Go to Chicago. Go to the surrounding cities.
I ain't been in the comments because I ain't been seeing because Tone got the thing on the side. I forgot about the comments. The thing's still up there. My bad.
Look, we got all these. Look, we don't know what's going on.
Melissa said it's only for conventional and police. I just live downtown every 5 years. Nothing going on unless the Bucks are on fire. Yeah, it's not. Because even when you get east, like the hotels and shit, Megan was like, man, they got Megan Thee Stallion was here for summer. She's like, they ain't got these.
Oh, they put her in the haunted. When she was at the Fister, I don't know what she did a whole little video.
And we went because we didn't know. And he used to always he would book us rooms off of hotels.com.
Oh,
shit
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I use that too.
Not hotel. It's called cheaptickets.com.
Or cheap hotels or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he got us a room at the Astor because he thought it was going to be a nice hotel.
Mhm.
I felt like I loved Lucy when I walked in that motherfucker. And I'm like,
Same thing with the Nick. The Nick is like that too.
And I'm like, nigga.
And we do have better hotel options. If you want to do something fancy like there, you can find a hotel option.
I think the fanciest hotel we got is probably the one that's on
Kate?
Mayfair and North.
Mayfair and North.
I forget the fucking name of it. It
Mayfair
got
and
that
North?
Elder Prime restaurant attached to it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Mayfair and North.
Is that thing
the
that say
Renaissance, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never seen that before. I was wondering what that was.
I think that's probably the fanciest one we got. But we stayed in the fucking Astor, and I'm like,
hey, the window
he kept apologizing. He was like, babe, I'm so sorry. I didn't know because I kept singing the fucking Ghostbusters theme on the way to the fucking room. So I'm wheeling mine. I'm like, it's something strange. Your neighbor. He was like, dude.
And them hotels be looking so old. The curtains be old.
Listen,
the rug be old. It look
when I tell you, I have never been in a hotel room where there was a deadbolt lock, like the big brown chunky lock, like that your grandmas used to have on the back door.
No.
Yeah, we can't stay here.
I'm too hotel bougie for that.
Right.
So yeah, and we didn't know, and it's no refunds because of the site that he booked it. Third party.
Oh, it's
site,
third
no
party.
refunds.
Yeah.
And we say, and I'm like, how is we supposed to set the mood in this motherfucker? Like
By using a Ouija board.
Damn near. I'm. You know, I was actually surprised we didn't have a fucking Ouija board and a nightstand instead of a Bible.
Right.
And I felt like we needed to sleep with that fucking Bible between the two of us because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was scared to get. I had to pee bad and shit. And I was like, babe, cut on the light because I didn't want to go pee in the dark and shit. Like that room had me. I ain't never stayed in no fucking hotel room and been like, dog, this shit really just feel like I don't know. It's real Blair Witchy. I just. No. To even Melissa, she's like, Astor is old as fuck.
It's probably a dead body in that motherfucker.
Yeah. Britt said most of the concerts I attend are in Chicago. Milwaukee stays getting passed up unless it's Summerfest or random shows throughout the year. I actually watched, if you ever seen Keeping It Real with Kiana J, her podcast, Reggie Brown was on there and he explained a lot of times when we get passed up is because Milwaukee motherfuckers, they move too slow.
Yeah,
And they don't buy their
They don't buy
tickets.
Right, they wait
and
till
you gotta
last
buy
minute.
them. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
You know what? Wow, that's true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He was like, they
That is
move
very
too slow.
true. So many.
So by the
shows
time
are
they
supposed
buy
to
the
come here.
tickets and shit, you
It's
know
too
what I'm
late.
saying? It,
Because Kev on Stage came here not that long ago, and he kept posting on his social media like, "Milwaukee, I'm coming. Like, go ahead and buy the tickets." Like he kept posting
He's like,
over
"I'm
and
really
over
gonna
about
be
it.
here, like,
yeah,
I'm
he's like,
really
"I'm really
coming."
coming. Like, we got a lot of tickets still." And then you figure he came, and people, I didn't even know he was coming. When did he come? It's like he been advertising for the longest.
Like every day.
yep.
I feel like niggas
And he
treat
was saying
Milwaukee
it.
like we'll walk up and like niggas will go like if I see it like oh yeah that's cool let's do that tonight and let's go like motherfuckers don't plan to buy shit unless you a fan though.
Yeah, but
But
that
if you want more,
that was
shit
that
here,
because
you
he was
gotta
talking
show
about how
value here.
Hey, that's why we gonna buy.
he was talking about how when somebody came here,
That's
they
why we
the
buy
promoters
them today.
they
Grab it on
basically
14.
broke even because
got
they
about
don't. So
13.
they was like they
We
don't
want
try to get
wrestling
them
to
big
keep
draws
coming.
in here because it's like is you niggas finna pay this in order to come like
Yeah.
when we
Now,
brought
you got
regular
some
motherfuckers
people,
in.
I'm sure that every time
Yeah,
they
but-
come here, they do pretty good.
Oh, yeah,
But
like
up
Taylor
there,
Swift. White
She's
people.
white.
That's
White
what I just
people.
said. The white
Who
people.
the
They
fuck
definitely
love
do.
Taylor Swift.
I ain't going.
Who is somebody black that anytime
White
they
people
come to
pay in
Milwaukee, they
advance
don't have
regardless.
an issue selling tickets.
I feel like niggas love to go
Janet.
see Mike
Who?
Epps.
Janet.
Janet.
I wish people
Ain't
stop going
Future
to see.
coming here?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's because Mike
I'm
Epps
sure he
got
sold
connections to the
tickets.
Yeah,
hood,
'cause I
so
know
he
a
be
bunch
down
of
the
my
street
job.
from where
But
we
you know,
grew up on
Milwaukee love-
19.
they love
He be on the
comedy
other side
shows.
across Atkinson with them niggas. He be
We love
recording them.
laughing
That's
at
why.
niggas.
Yeah,
He
Milwaukee
gotta,
love a
he
good
gotta
comedy
stop
show.
coming here, dog. Niggas love going to see Mike Epps. Pooh sent me a text message like, "You want to go see Mike Epps?" I'm like, "No, he not funny. What fucking? What we gonna just sit there? Cause we not gonna laugh."
Hey, Tony Baker gonna be here though next month.
I'll go see
Oh,
Tony
he's
Baker.
hilarious. He's
Tony is funny.
hilarious.
Yeah, but that's the main reason why he was
I
saying
just want
that
to see him say skibbity paps.
they didn't want to. They don't be wanting to deal with it because niggas is too last minute in Milwaukee with buying their tickets, and you can't bank on that. So I get it
I get it too.
because
That
after
makes
I was
sense.
like, damn, that make a lot of
That make
sense.
complete sense. And I
That
wonder
make a
why
lot of
that
sense.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, Brittany said Boosie. You know what? Yep, she right.
Mhm.
Anytime he come, that thing it be down there. So
But when he come, he be performing. I thought he just be here, just pop up, so
He does
people can see his
sometimes,
crusty mouth.
He was for a month.
I shared a video yesterday where it was a guy who was like the side effects of eating Boosie noodles, and then he had the white he put he was like put the pussy live on live for $1,000.
He was so irritating.
Yeah, because I guess Boosie just found out that Jordan Poole was from Milwaukee, so now he roots for him because he like I'm the man, Milwaukee man. You know, Jordan Poole. That's yeah, man. Like
Why does Boosie love Milwaukee?
I
No,
don't
no.
fucking know, though. Like that is the weirdest shit ever.
Did he get the best pussy of his life?
you know why? Because for Boosie to be as country as he is, Boosie look like he from here.
He really
He
does.
really do.
He definitely look like he
Ooh,
kicking
if he was
Burlock.
from here, what hood?
Burlock.
East.
Boosie be
No,
Boosie be off the train.
that nigga's definitely off the center, dog.
He be off the train.
Hey, you do realize there's East Center Street, right?
That's what I'm saying. Send it, all of it.
Boosie might be from the Wild Hunters.
Nah, he ain't
From the
have-
Meadows? The Meadows?
Nah, he definitely get
Nah,
East Side vibes.
his grandma
East-
owned
East
his
side?
grandma owned property somewhere on the 5.
I can see him kicking it on the east side.
Yeah, he definitely East Side vibe. Like he used to hoop at Rose Park type shit.
Yeah, facts. Facts. And he
See,
wasn't
Bridget-
good.
That's a buff of nigga. That's a
Buff
buff
him?
ass nigga.
Show
Buff
it.
him an hour?
Yup. That's a Buffalo ass nigga, dog.
Buffalo.
Buffum is that's kind of east side ish.
Yeah, Buffalo
That's
Clark.
That's the line.
It's Buffum.
That nigga definitely has been to Juneteenth. You definitely walked down
Melissa
there.
said they brought in the fire department and said either y'all got to quit smoking or come back in 20 minutes, and everybody came back in 20.
Wait, what?
You from West Lawn,
The lies you tell, Boozy from West Lawn.
the old West Lawn.
Nah, Berryland.
Ew.
Well, no,
That Park
See,
Lawn.
The original.
He didn't give me
Park
West Lawn
Lawn.
because I used to see West Lawn niggas all the time, and none of them look like that.
Berryland.
I dated a chick that used to live in Park Lawn.
Berryland was a little fancy. So
No.
not Berryland.
North Lawn was fancy.
North Lawn.
Cause I stayed in North Lawn. North Lawn was fancy as hell to be the fucking ghetto.
Okay, Berryland is Flores.
Yep.
Park Lawn is Sherman.
What's Silver Spring?
West Lawn
West
is
Lawn.
Silver
West Lawn.
Spring.
And where was North Lawn?
North Lawn was Villard.
I can't picture North Lawn for some
Me
reason.
either.
That park
Right
right
by
there
Lincoln.
on. Yep. Right by Lincoln
Park.
Oh
Park.
yeah.
I feel like me and Monte went to go hang out with some.
Oh yeah, I dropped
That-
dicks off over there. Shout out to West
never
Lawn.
mind.
That's North Lawn.
That's North Lawn.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
I think he might be.
West Lawn look.
Ooh,
He
yeah,
definitely
Lamb
Hillside.
Park Hillside.
Yeah, he definitely.
Definitely.
Ew,
La-
that's
Lamb
Chase
Park.
Street. That's
Lamb
disgusting.
Park Hillside. That is him.
Hillside is
Because I know
crazy.
niggas that look just like him from
Mhm.
Hillside.
Yeah.
All right. Milwaukee Hood delegation.
That's crazy.
Cruise Boosie to Hillside.
Yes,
When
We
he
moving
come here, I
over.
wonder where he stayed at.
Hillside.
Hillside.
He staying at that. What's that hotel right
The
across the
Holiday
street?
Inn on
The
Sixth
Holiday
Street.
Inn on 6th Street.
No, that's
hell.
Days Inn.
That's the day.
Days of
And
either.
they always got that hotel dirt cheap. I'd be like, nope.
All right.
People think
I stayed there before,
I stayed there before it started
And
getting
it-
crazy.
and it was nice when I was
When
there.
it first opened, yeah.
Like, and I was surprised because it was one of them things like I was doing, when you're on the sites, and I think it was like $40,
it's always cheap.
and it was really really nice. And I was like, man, it's clean in here. It's cool. Like it was,
And it's not a horrible.
But I haven't been there.
at when it first opened. It's close to downtown.
Well, it's okay.
How long y'all been open? 3 days?
Mario has
And
agreed
that's
that
another-
Boosie's a Hillside
See,
nigga.
and that's another thing where like people not knowing Milwaukee and our downtown
really
is
stops at Walnut.
right on the line of the hood, literally.
Fact.
But that's how it always is. Like
Literally.
That, though. Everywhere is like that.
So it's like you got Hillside,
Mhm.
5-serve.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
You
no,
stand on the
it's
corner
like
and
a
look
block.
down and
It's
see
literally
it.
a block away.
You can see it. You
It's
can see all
actually
of
like
it.
that on both sides when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you go through downtown,
No, it wasn't
looks
that
real
I didn't.
nice. Then you get to that edge of the south side, you be like, oh, it's real over here.
It wasn't that I didn't know West
Yeah,
Lawn, Melissa,
it's
'cause
real
I had
over
already
here.
said
As soon
Silver
as you hit
Spring.
Greenfield,
That was
meth.
just the last one that I named, so I said it again on accident.
It was like when
Yeah,
we went to
people
the
are-
Christmas party.
I live up by West Lawn, so trust me, I know that one because that's the one that they didn't revamp. That's the only
Yeah.
one that looked fancy out of all
They
of them.
actually
Everybody else
revamped.
still got that stale ass brick.
I should, dog.
And
Them
that-
lawns look like the
that-
Magnolia Project.
West Line look like a whole community now.
Showed
They
you.
still
It
got
did.
rats, but
Right.
at least they fancy
never
rats
get
now.
rid of rats. They deserve
They
an
got
upgrade too.
Ratatouille. They got Ratatouille right now. That's what it is.
Fancy
It's some
rats.
fancy rats.
They do
Yeah.
got fancy rats.
I need to go read those.
Them
So
niggas
like,
reviews.
when Kayla had me looking for an Airbnb for no fucking reason, back in
Oh,
December.
We're not gonna talk about Detroit. Detroit is
Um,
fucking shambles.
She was like, "Well, I don't want to stay in no hood, whatever." And it's like one of the Airbnbs that I found. It was one of those things where it's like because of the area, you right on the edge of the
You
bullshit.
cross right over.
You
Mhm.
right on the edge of the bullshit. Like it's not like
Mhm.
the little Halyard Park area and shit.
Oh,
Like it's cool where they
yeah.
done built up the townhomes and you got the
Mhm.
renovated look,
Nah, it's still thuggish over there.
But
Oh,
then
definitely.
right,
2
but then
blocks
it's
up.
like,
It's still cracking.
walking distance.
but then you got Wendy's on North right there,
They get it right in the bricks.
right there.
I
Yeah.
was like,
That's
So-
how it is when I was looking at the Airbnbs in Detroit, dog. It's like there's some $300 Airbnbs, and then there's like not far from fucking Ford Field, $102. And I was like, ooh, I want to get the $102 until you do the Google map.
Oh, that motherfucker
And
is
you
like.
look, and you look and see there's like 4 burnt down buildings around that just won't tear
Say,
down.
this is nice, but I see why it's $102.
Right,
Like,
right.
look where you are.
Do we have to go outside? Because if we ain't going outside, I might take this $102.
Ah, but we still
Melissa
gotta
said-
make it to the building.
Yeah.
Melissa said, "Well, I don't know shit about the new build projects. You go too far down Titonia, and you're not from here. You're gonna be in a whole new world." Ain't it? Hey, listen though.
Lord, yeah.
But when you think about Titonia, ain't it crazy the journey that you on?
Yeah.
You safe, you and Brown Deer on Titonia,
Mhm.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you cool, and then it's like,
Mhm.
hey, what the fuck?
Dog,
Like-
And then it's like, downtown.
Right.
Like
That-
Titonia really
Like
take you through it,
that
bro.
one strip is like that when you go, like on Bayshore. Like when you up there by Bayshore, there's
Green
a
Bay Avenue.
mall, and then you see the car lines, the chicks.
You talking about Port Washington?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you
Oh, yeah, that's true.
you slowly get back into motherfucking poverty. I was like, yo,
That's because
What
Port
the-
Washington run you right in the fucking MLK.
Right.
Mhm.
It run right in the
No,
Actors in the
that-
MLK.
No,
right
that's
into the
Green
project.
Bay Avenue like that too. You be cruising from out there where the rich folks is.
But don't
and the
Port
River
Washington
Hill,
turn into
and all
Green
of a
Bay,
sudden
or
it's
no?
Green Bay, and now it's 3rd Street. Then it's MLK, and then you stop at the mall. Like, god damn, you took me through a journey.
But a lot of
Poverty.
streets here do that though, because even driving here, you figure I was driving down Center, I think. So I'm all the way up in Tulsa.
Well,
So all
street
nice.
signs are blue.
Then you
Yes.
then you cross over 60th, and it's like, oh,
Mhm.
here we are.
Welcome to the Magnolia Project.
Oh,
Mhm.
I could have told you that because I lived on
Bro, that's where
63rd.
Mimi.
And when
I
I first
lived on 58th and Center.
when I first moved over there and I had to change my car insurance, it asked me if I was east or west of 60th. When I told them I was west, my rate
Yeah,
That is why I
see?
used to love when I stayed in North Lawn because of the zip code. It's Sherwood as well. So anytime I fill shit out, I'm not putting Milwaukee in. I put Sherwood.
Yeah.
$1,000 drop.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of these streets like that.
And it was like,
I can
you're
name a
safe.
bunch of them.
Yeah,
Sherwood.
Rich said that's how it was when I lived on 80th and Casper. The houses on Mill Road are completely different from when you cross the street to the apartments with no grass and shit.
In that
Right.
area, for sure, yes. It's a lot
Burleigh
of
turns
sketchy
from
areas over
suburbs to
there.
shitty fast. Absolutely.
Burleigh
This
too.
poverty,
Yes, Burleigh
impoverished
too.
ass city.
Center,
You
Burleigh,
hit
North,
76th
like all
Street, it's
those
a
streets.
Well, I won't say it turns like pretty fat because Burleigh goes up a stretch.
Yeah.
So you can go down Burleigh for a while and be like,
North Avenue
Yeah,
kind of go up
but
and
I
down.
ain't got to lock my car doors just
But the
yet.
minute
Yeah.
you hit 60th and Burleigh, so that little fucking strip of
Oh, you give it-
cemetery,
You give it to 60th?
Yeah.
No.
I could tolerate up there where Monte and them used to be at. It's pretty. It's okay.
That's 60th has always been my cutoff for.
Oh, no. See, I cut off before 60th because Appleton comes before 60th. And
That's
my
what I'm
cutoff.
saying. From the cemetery to there, you got to transition your mind.
Yeah. So once I hit Appleton, I don't even get to 60th first. As soon as I hit Appleton, be like,
No,
I don't know. You might get a little lucky because when you hit 60, if you're going to Roosevelt, you're going through the Jewish community, so you might be okay.
Oh, kind of like.
but
the
if you
51st
continue
Street
down
area.
Burleigh,
How about I'm not?
Yeah, I
Anyway,
took-
shit.
Pothole will
I
take
I
you
took
out.
Jelly Bean to get her
Look.
braids done. And I'm like, nigga was dead at the fucking store. Like, what the fuck is this? I didn't know it at the time. I just,
Wait, what?
I saw emergency personnel. I didn't realize that, a
Emergency.
nigga got clapped at the store.
Damn.
Can we go home?
What's the name of this episode?
Let's end
Nigga
on
got
that.
clapped.
Listen, I didn't know. Nigga got clapped.
I didn't. Shit. I'm just like, ooh, this is an interesting neighborhood. Hurry up, Jelly Bean, run.
That's how I
Not
feel
the
like when
baby.
niggas is like, when
Best
you
braiders
on
are in the
South
hood.
Side,
Yeah,
South
that is
Side
true.
So interesting.
Best
It
braiders.
be
are-
good over
Hey
there
man,
too.
it is interesting, but because it's a whole bunch of pocket of white ghetto over there that
Man,
makes you laugh.
Now,
if you
It
want
be
to see
it be
white
ghetto over there, too.
The South Side-
Side's
the
crazy.
South Side is
Especially on
crazy because you got to
Greenfield.
worry about so many different things. And it's like,
Racism,
even if you,
poverty, Hispanics.
you know, right. And then it's like, even if you're not worried about the fact, because, it's brand down over there. Where the fuck do all these loose dogs be coming from?
the meth heads.
Mad loose dogs. on
And
the South
cats.
Side.
Like, it's so many loose dogs on the South Side. And it's like, lucky it's not my neighborhood because I live up by, niggas that'll eat them. But
you know what?
Yeah, I think I'm ready. To
down on the South, that's what.
But those loose dogs. But think about it, is those loose dogs are poor. They are impoverished.
Don't
So they
see
not
this
you not.
shit.
It's not like a
No.
loose pit bull or a loose
Mhm.
Rockwell. It's a loose German Shepherd that's just trying to find a fucking meal.
It be loose German Shepherds. It be loose Chihuahuas, and you know them motherfuckers is me. They got a
Dang,
complex.
me.
They got a complex. Chihuahuas are the Tory Lanes of dogs. Just little and
Yeah,
angry.
let's just go ahead and go home. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Hostly Awkward. Make sure you check us out on all streaming platforms because this episode is not being replayed for multiple reasons. 'Cause this episode is full of shit.
Hey, I am. I've been
all over the
constipated because
place.
of my meds.
Oh Lord.
So that's technically the truth.
See how you just walked us into that?
We will not be replaying, but I'm going to drop this episode as soon as
I
possible.
wish I could drop some shit. I'm hurting.
So that's Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever else you follow your podcast at.
That's
We'd like to go ahead and thank Kayla for joining us.
Yeah, because
Wait,
we didn't get
wait.
any introductions this episode, but you know that's okay.
I have to interrupt Tone's outro to get Mario's last comment out here, please. Mario says it's a heap of dirty foot, morbidly obese white women with beautiful mixed daughters on the south
Yes!
side.
Yeah, that is the name of the episode.
No, it is not.
With more
Drop a bomb for Mario.
Dirty foot,
Dirty foot,
obese,
morbidly
white women
obese.
with
Stop it right
beautiful mixed daughters.
there. Show me the lie.
Hey, I just saw decent looking black man and a fat ass white girl on my way out of work. And you know where I work at. So he is absolutely
He's
correct.
absolutely correct.
He's absolutely correct.
The drive-through line at Burger King is full of these fat heifers with nappy-headed kids.
He was dressed pretty nice. She was dressed like
And
a
here
soccer
comes
mom.
Britt.
How the fuck do
Boom,
your
now we done.
How the fuck do your feet spill over a flip flop?
Man, why do their feet always look like busted biscuits?
Don't
No,
ruin,
literally.
don't ruin biscuits.
Like-
fam.
And it's not even biscuits that was like freshly like
It's
popped.
it
It's
been
like they
open
sat
for
out a little
while.
bit because they start getting crusty
It
at the
get
bottom.
brown where it was
I
open
thought
at.
it was done.
Nope,
Nah.
nope. It's Mario's fault.
It is. We really finna blame Mario for this. We was on the way out the door.
Well, we got our
Thank
Jesus
you.
Yeah, I'm
Devontae
glad you
Christ.
got to hang with her. I wasn't
Love
invited.
you, boo.
Yeah, well, we got our Jesus Devontae Christ out of here, so now we can definitely
Yeah,
go
who
home.
wasn't invited?
Don't listen to her. She doesn't read her messages, so
It was a
Is that your excuse for everything? Niggas just not reading? I feel
no,
you.
she really didn't.
I feel you.
no. It's not that I didn't read it.
It went
It's
to the
because
wrong
she
place.
had somebody that wasn't my friend reach out to me, so it went to my message request.
It was
and-
your
And
responsibility.
she didn't follow up with me to be like, "Hey, you
It
know,
was her. It was her. former
You coming
customer.
today? You
I just
good?
thought that they-
Okay.
This is what happens
Somebody
when you don't want to
volunteers
plan
like,
your
"Oh, I know
stuff.
her."
I gotta.
well, thank you for being here. I'm in pain and I gotta eat something. So until next time, we gotta hoe."
Yeah, hell yeah.